Yo. All right, chat. So it has come to my attention, actually, that we apparently cannot play Nikkei. That shit is super annoying. Okay, so it's recently come because actually, I don't know if you guys can see it, but somebody actually said, hey, by the way, only certain content creators can make content for the game. And let me tell you how you have to find out about that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, so I gotta make a thumbnail real quick. Shit, that's so annoying. So, but okay, so the thing is, they have an official Discord. Okay, cool, great. I got an email from them whenever I obviously got the access to the closed beta. It doesn't say anything about an NDA on there, right? It doesn't say anything that you can't do anything like that, right? So I'm like, cool. And then somebody in chat was like, hey, by the way, there's an NDA, did you know about that? And I was like, no, I didn't, because there's nothing to have been said about it. So then I look into it, I go to their official Discord. Not only do they have an official Discord, and they didn't say anything about it in there, they have a Discord to the CBT Discord. I guess they have a different Discord for their closed beta test. And then, so I had to go into that, and then it was like, hey, there's only four or five people that could actually stream this game, by the way. There's only like 4 or 5 people allowed to stream the game. Look, I'm not saying that I should be able to do it. Like, I don't know. That shit pisses me off. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I'm trying not to get mad because obviously it's like whatever, but it's so annoying to have made it so hard that I actually had to have had somebody come into chat. Thank God somebody did, or I would have never been able to find it. And that's all I'm saying. I'm going to play Invitation to Wine. I'll just... Oh, whatever, screw the game. Yeah, I mean it's fine, I guess. I just wish that it wasn't so hard to find. I had to have somebody tell me that, because now I have to readjust, and everybody was expecting Nikkei, and now I gotta tell everybody that I can't play it. Well, thank you, by the way. I'm gonna try to say your name right. Nutrio. So we can't play Nikkei because only certain people can play it. So I'll explain it once everybody kind of gets in here. I'll explain what's going on. So I don't know, shit. I don't know, whatever. No, you're fine. I just want to wait until everybody gets in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to explain it a million different times. It's so annoying, dude. Your CBT got denied? No, it didn't get denied. I have it and I can play it. Yeah, I wanted to play. I wanted to do it because it's actually fully voice acted. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so basically what happened is, yeah, I was gonna stream it, right? And somebody came in right before the stuff started, which thank God they did. And was like, hey, by the way, there's a Discord saying that only certain channels are allowed to stream it. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll go check it out then. So by the way, in my official email that I got from them, there was no mention that there's an NDA. all it says right here is like, at present the time is still in development, so quality does not represent the final quality of the game when launched. And it just says, hey, there's some suggestions and valuable opinions. We created a Discord to help you out. So you go to that Discord, right? And then that Discord actually links to another Discord for the CBT. So it's a Discord within a Discord. And then in that final Discord, they say, by the way, only certain people can stream this game. And here's a list of the content creators. There's only like 4 of them. So it's like, not only was it hard to find because it's a Discord within a Discord, you have to be part of the Nikkei Discord and look into the news to look for the CBT Nikkei Discord. I mean, I didn't sign anything. I didn't sign, like, there's no NDA. There was no NDA on my email saying that I had to do an NDA. Nothing. I don't know. So whatever. I guess I could probably do it and probably argue that they never said anything anyway, but I'm not going to do it. Honestly, that instantly turns me off to the game. Like, I try not to have, like, you know, one bad experience, whatever. Do that, I guess, basically is the word I want to use. But when it comes to that shit, man, I hate when companies cuck certain content creators, or they're just like, nah, whatever. And it's like, and it's not even the fact that they only had like a certain amount of people that could do it. That's fine. Okay. Some companies do that for whatever reason, I guess, because they know that these handful of people won't talk shit about it, I guess. I don't know. But it's just the fact that there was nowhere posted about it, and I had to find out from somebody, a viewer, that, hey, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Zenless Zero, bro. Screw that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, since I didn't really sign anything and there's nothing posted anywhere except for in a random ass Discord that's layers below. But yo, thank you, by the way. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. Otherwise I would have streamed it. I don't know what would happen. I don't know. It's just annoying, chat. Well, the biggest thing that sucks is like I kind of hyped, like not really hyped it up, but I had everything ready for it. And I, you know, obviously made the thumbnail. Now I have to shift gears and hope that everybody's gonna be like, oh, wait, yeah, by the way, you're doing Invitation to Wine Story. Am I gonna play it off nonetheless? No. That instantly made me not even wanna, I'm not even gonna touch it. Yeah, so Skywalker, I feel like okay, let me just make a pin post here. How do you do this? Looking into Zenless Zone Zero probably is the next one. Okay, I'm just gonna pin this just so anybody who read the old title and stuff. So no Nikkei, NDA was hidden and only allowed certain content creators to play. So I'm gonna pin that up. If anybody wants more detail, let me know and I'll explain it. But yeah, basically we got shafted out of playing it because of a hidden NDA, I guess. Oh yeah, I gotta change that. I gotta change the description. Thank you. Actually, I still need to grab the artwork for Lee. Oh, that shit's so annoying. And I wouldn't be so upset about it if I didn't have to like 360 shift gears and shit and have to go through, I don't know. It's just now I need to find Lee's thing. Shit's so annoying. Should really start saving the links to the damn. Swear to God, where did I freaking get this at? I'm just gonna watch the summary with you guys. Anybody who's asking. I'd like to read it. There's so much stuff to do that I just don't have a lot of time right now. So I'm gonna have to watch the summary of Who Is Real. We read like to chapter or -3, I think, or whatever. So I've read a little bit of it, but I have this to do. I have Zenless Zone 0. The EX stages are coming here soon. I gotta start to get going. Did I get Ling? No, but we have pity for her. So basically I'm just waiting until like close to the last day, and I'll just pity her if I need to. Well, I'll pity her probably either way, but yeah, so we're waiting until the last day to pity, just in case we get her or something. Maybe I can get Dusk. We did get Nian, luckily, from a single pull. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to be agitated. I'm just trying to shift gears like really quickly, because up until a couple minutes ago I thought we were doing something completely different, which is fine. I love Arknights. So I'm happy to play it, and I honestly probably need to keep up or like catch up with the story, but it just sucks to have to like completely switch gears all of a sudden when you're kind of expecting to do something else. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done. I would have already had it done. Yeah, we got her from a single pull. I mean, we kind of went harder than we probably needed to. But I went and did it anyway, so it paid off. So it looks like we got 2 limited, at least for right now. We could get something later. I have my single pull today as well that I haven't done. Okay, so wait, wasn't there a story review stream yesterday too? Damn, the story for this event must be really long. Yesterday. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday I did IS2. The day before that we were doing Who Is Real catch up. I was gonna go ahead and stream Who Is Real and go through it all, but I don't have a lot of time. Well, I do have time, but I think I'm just gonna watch a review or a summary. How's your IS? I think it's doing pretty good. Maybe they're paid under the table to not badmouth it. I don't know if they're paid under the table, or they're probably people who have already kind of talked really nice about Nikkei. So they're like, okay, well, we can trust these guys not to say shit. Which, I don't know, bro. Like, if you're gonna go that route of like, okay, we're only gonna pick niche, like, not niche content creators, because a lot of them are pretty big, but I mean, like, we're only gonna pick people who won't say bad things. It's like, it's not an organic community you're building. You're building like a curated community around content creators that are known to like hype up stuff. So it's like, I don't know, in my opinion, it's just not organic, I guess, that way, because like, if you're not gonna let people say what they want to say, now if they're just like openly just like, you know, bitching and complaining about like simple little baby things, then, you know, whatever. But I don't know. That's the only reason it's frustrating, because it's like when games do that, they send a message to the community, because a lot of people don't know that that's the reason only certain people are streaming it. Like, people think, oh, okay, well, it's just these guys because, you know, maybe they like the game or whatever. But in reality, it's because, oh, it's because not everybody can stream it. So to me, you know, obviously the game doesn't want to get bad mouth. You know, no game wants to go through like a negative, I don't want to say press, but nobody wants to go through like a negative thing. You don't want people to pick apart their game. But to me, that means you don't have confidence in your game. If you're not going to let other people stream it and you're like trying to hide it behind certain people or whatever, that probably means that you don't have a lot of confidence, and it's either just like a skin game, meaning that it just has really cool graphics and not much else, or I guess they're sensitive. I don't know. You'd think they'd want feedback. Yeah. So if they don't want feedback like that, then it's because it's, you know, not a solid game, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest, because apparently you can't even make content on it, period. You can't even make content on the game, period. So even if I want to do reviews and shit like that, no, like when games kind of just let people do only certain content creators, yeah, I have no interest in games that do that. If you're gonna shut off like a lot of people and not allow everybody to stream it or whatever, whoever gets access, then I have no. Do you know Lariat? Who the hell's Lariat? Is that a content creator? Oh, Nikkei hashtags. Thank you. So this is what sucks, is I gotta freaking go through here and do all this. But thank you guys for letting me know. That's not useful, Arknights. Arknights. Yes. Tower defense. As an avid commenter of AK official, oh, hold on. Official content, hates AK absolutely and praises Genshin. Okay, well, then it doesn't sound like a person I give a shit about. People still remember Luriant? Just a single fish swimming through here. What's up, David? Thanks for the 3 months. Some of you guys actually got 3 months when I was gone. It was kind of weird. I was setting up some of the stuff for Nikkei, and I kept getting like little notifications. Like, why the hell am I getting notifications? It's because people are re-upping their memberships while I was trying to do it. It was kind of funny. But yeah, David, thank you for the 3 months. Now you got a cool little badge. You got a red badge now. Look at you. Read the Arknights manga. I'm up for it. Sure. I mean, not right now, but I will. I don't know. It sounds like one of those people that I have no interest. If somebody like badmouths a certain community and then goes to another community and does the same thing, it's like whatever. You're just doing that shit to get views. No, 100%, bro. If you hadn't have came in here, I don't know what, like, I doubt like it would have been like super serious, but had you not told me, like dropped it like that, I probably would have went ahead and streamed, and who knows what would have happened. So I appreciate that. Yeah, don't apologize for giving me info, bro. Like at all. That helped out. Otherwise I would have ended up streaming it. So at least I know now, I guess, in my own thought. What is Nikkei? A bad game. No. It's, I don't know, it's more or less like an auto shooter thing, isn't it? Ling just got an appearance in the Rhodes Island kitchen. Maybe it'll bring you at least a little bit more luck. He single-handedly raised Arknight's popularity on whole YouTube thanks to him messing with the algorithm. LMAO. Hey yo, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. She's a he? I don't know. I don't even know who it is. Time Crisis. Glad you could help. Yeah, I helped 100%. Yes, chat. Okay, so let's see here. Who Arknights WR summary. You're like, who is real summary? So I guess it's probably just Frostbite, right? There's a tack tone of AK comments. It's always weird. Like if you don't like a game, just leave the game. Like why feel the need to sit and like bitch about a community or whatever? Like just go play a different game then. If Genshin's better, go play Genshin. If Arknights is better, go play Arknights. Why does it matter? Go play the game you want to play. Stop like why do people go into other people's communities and bitch about a game that they're playing? You're having fun playing a game you like? Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have you playing games you like and doing shit you like to do. Chat room. Not in my house. Don't you dare. You should watch the story summary from Supa. Well, I'm looking it up, and the only one that popped up when I did Arknight 2 is real summary is Frostbite. Yeah, there's so many people trying to get into Arknights. Yo, that's kind of dope. Who is real.exe? TTS is kind of annoying. Well, I mean, I'm just, how do I find Supa? I just typed in the first one I found. I mean, I'll find this person. It says I'll sit on your face. You won't sell if you play AK, but IDK YCCs love getting into AK. Seriously? Wait, what did you say? You won't sell if you play AK, but IDK YCCs love getting into Arknights? Wait, what's wrong with getting into Arknights? Gummy. Okay. Especially when they have better TTS modules on the market. Gummy cute. Okay. Moving on, I guess. So I'll watch this. This is actually gonna give me like a real summary though. Like, am I actually gonna know like what's going on, or is it just gonna be a meme? Well, I know what CCs are and I know what money means. I just meant like, I mean, I feel like you can make money on Arknights if you're a content creator. It's fun to watch. Well, there's a difference between something that's fun to watch and something that actually gives me an accurate representation, because I'm about to read the other part of it. Also, people don't like Genshin LMAO. Some people do. Watch Mojo. Yeah, Watch Mojo's good at that. Frostbite's the closest one. Okay, well, I'm just gonna watch Frostbites then, if it's actually gonna be more visually accurate, I guess. This is the way that I want to say. Applesauce. Adios, points gun. Oh, I see what you mean. You were talking about the Watch Mojo. See Applesis. Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and watch Frostbites. If you don't like the TS, I apologize. I would watch the funny one, but I want to know what actually happens because we're about to read this stuff. So let me pause this. We'll switch over to game. Gaming. Yeah, we're gonna watch the summary. Pull this over here. Okay, so anyway, a shout out to Frostbite, by the way. If you guys, I'm sure you guys know who he is, but we're gonna watch his summary, chat. So everybody, gather around. We're gonna watch his summary real quick, and then we're gonna read the story. Okay.
Ah yes, Yen. A place with lots of racial diversity, amazing festival, and most.
Oh, this is like an old TTS.
Mythical creature waifu.
Okay, the TTS is a little old.
Takes place in Yen. We follow the story of Lava and the others, following their journey to find our beloved introvert, the Dusk Beauty.
He still uses it to this day? Well, now it's probably part of his brand, right?
We first start with Nian conversation with Lava in Rhodes Island. Nian was asking Lava to bring her sister Dusk to Rhodes Island. But of course, since Nian is not an official member of Rhodes Island, and it will need a permission from a high-ranking staff to do that, Lava cannot help Nian. But surprisingly, Nian got a permission from Closure, so that Lava, and then Cruz, can help find her little sister. And how did Nian got a permit, you ask? Well, she literally just bribed Closure and Engineering Department by giving them an experimental material worth millions of LMD. And for your information, Cruz and Lava are a professional Rhodes Island operator.
I feel like a lot of channels use this TTS, so I guess I'm kind of used to it.
Member of Operation Reserve Team. Nian then gave them an ambiguous detail of how they can find Dusk. She just told them that Dusk is a painter and live near the area of Mount Uichi. And she also gave Lava a unique protection charm. She said that it will help her. Long story short, Lava and Cruz are now in the countryside of Yen. On their way, they met Mr. Nothing.
Yo, Mr. Nothing.
Who was being attacked by some Glimpinser. Lava and Cruz then managed to save him. Mr. Nothing was also on his way to the village near Mount Uichi. Since they are heading to the same direction, Mr. Nothing asked if he can go with them, and also helping with their business. Lava and Cruz agreed, since having a local to guide them will be really useful. The three of them then managed to reach the mountain. They found a cottage in that mountain, presuming that is where Dusk live. Lava and the other then gently opened the door.
Okay, so we've gotten this far as ourselves by reading.
After that, they were presented by a storyteller in some beautiful garden inside a village, telling a story.
Why do they have the dot? Village.
But wait, Aunt Lava and the others were entering a cottage just now. Long story short, after entering that cottage, Lava and the others were teleported into a different place. And not just any place, they teleported inside one of Dusk's painting. Apparently, Dusk has the ability to move people into her paintings. Because, well, Lava and the other messed with the wrong introvert. And also remember this person, she is important.
Wait,
this pure shad village is not a real village. Everything here is not real. Except for someone like Lava, Cruz and Mr. Nothing. The village then
I was gonna say she.
By some weird
Who's she?
These monsters are.
We'll do a viewer account things here soon.
She can draw anything she wants, and it can move inside or even outside the painting. After Lava and the others managed to drive the monsters away, the villager hailed them as a hero. The team then meet Saga. Saga is also a real person from outside the painting. A traveling monk from Higashi that stumbled into Dusk's cottage and entered the painting. She claims that she has been lived in the painting for 10 years. But she just take it easy, while at the same time working as a bell ringer in the village. warning the villager when there is a monster's attack.
Yo, extended magazine.
After some conversation, the village once again attacked by those monsters. Or what Saga called them, Ink Spirit. This time, the attack is more ferocious, forcing the team to go all out. Even Mr. Nothing has to use his inner Jackie Chan to beat those Ink Spirit.
His inner
After
Jackie
some
Chan.
time, the team managed to beat the Ink Spirit. But there's a lot of casualties because of this attack. And the village was half destroyed. The four of them then can take a rest for a little while, having some good night's sleep. But in the next day, everything back to normal. All villagers are still alive. And also, all villagers except for the real people have lost their memory prior to the Ink Spirit's attack. Lava, Cruz, and Mr. Nothing confused by this. But then they find Saga in the shop where she lived. She told them that when all real people sleep inside the painting, everything inside the village will be back to its original state.
Wait, Saga's just been hanging out in
It
here?
was also revealed that the shopkeeper of this shop, Dawn, or what I like to call her, Chinese Texas.
Chinese
She can remember
Texas.
everything unlike other villager. Because she is special, but in a way, not a real person either. She also knew that it was Dusk herself who made this village inside the painting. Dawn is a good friend of Dusk. This painting world of Pioshan village is based on the village from the real world.
I know
where
she's
Dawn
been
once
living there 10 years. I didn't miss that
The
part.
real
I'm
village
just
got
saying
hit
it's
by
funny
a
that she's just hanging out.
catastrophe, killing all its inhabitants. Except for one girl. That girl is Dawn herself. Dusk saved her when she was just a little girl, and both become a good friend.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
As
Dawn and
grew
Dusk,
old,
they kind of go
Dusk
together.
is still young as ever. On her deathbed, Dawn asks if Dusk can paint her village. Dusk accepted, painting Pioshan village the way it was, and Dawn can once again live in her destroyed hometown. Dawn then tells Lava and the others how to get out from the painting, and an efficient way to drive those Ink Spirit, by using a firecracker.
Yo, screw the
Saga
firecrackers.
then proceeds to do some meditation, hoping that she can communicate with Dusk. While the others were trying to protect Saga from Ink Spirit attack, Lava, Cruz and Mr. Nothing, then using firecracker to drive those monsters away.
Oh god,
After
Free
which,
shows up.
Lava accidentally mentioned Nian name. The storyteller from before, coming out of nowhere shocked hearing this. With a white flash, she teleported Lava, Cruz and Mr. Nothing to another place. You might wondered why I referred this fancy gentleman with she. Because she is none other than Dusk herself.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes
This
sense.
storyteller is a Dusk avatar or some short. So while it might seem Dusk is an evil person, she actually cares about the real people inside her painting. She always watch over them, if there's any danger.
It's a trap.
Or if the person trapped inside starting to lose their memories about the real world. She will get them out from the paintings.
I'm an evil
Although,
person.
she can just not trap people in the first place.
No, she has to trap them.
Back to Saga, who was meditating. She managed to communicate with Dusk, who was still in her gentleman form. After their little conversation, Dusk then decided to bring her back to the real world. Although Saga spent 10 years inside the painting, but in the real world, it was brief, could be couple of days or a week.
Wait, what?
In the real world,
That's kind of crazy.
Saga then proceed asking some few questions to Dusk. Most of them regarding Saga's headmaster, and the people inside the painting. After answering that question, Dusk tells Saga to leave. But before she leave, Saga shows the charm from Lava to Dusk. Dusk shocked by this, and at that moment,
Touch
Nian
grass
came out of
now.
nowhere to confront her little sister.
Wait, what? She just pops up?
Now back to Lava and the others.
Okay.
They were trapped in their own bad dreams. But luckily, Nian managed to interrupt, and bring them back to the real world. Back to the cottage where it all started. Nian, Lava, Cruz and Mr. Nothing, confronted Dusk. While for Saga, she was teleported back to the painting by Dusk. Nian was trying to
Nian
convince
does that
Dusk to
sometimes.
go with her to Rhodes Island, in order to prepare for a tragedy that will happen soon. But of course Dusk refused. Dusk and Nian then fights against each other. The fight was so devastating. But then, as when the fight about to reach its climax, Saga returned to the real world.
Yeah, it must be something to
all
do with
by
the charm.
herself. Both Nian and Dusk shocked by this, since only a very few people can have a power to do that. Nian then remembered her very old bet with Dusk. They were betting if there will be someone who can get out from the painting with their own power. And with Saga came out from the painting, Dusk lost that bet. One thing led to another. Dusk agreed to come with Nian
One
to
thing led
Rhodes
to
Island.
another.
Saga continue her journey.
Oh god, Saga
And
got all the
Mr.
food.
Nothing also came along to Rhodes Island to become an operator. That should be all. Adios.
Adios.
You know what? Peace is always an option.
Yeah, Saga's just there. What a weird scenario. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. Chocolate milk instead. Yeah, it's chocolate milk for me. Super summary win. Free roll. Check it. Okay, I'll do his too. His is actually pretty short, so I guess it's just that theirs. I guess I don't know. Arknights. Who is real? Summary. Oh my god. Supas? Or Supa, rather.
Before we start,
Okay. Pyro, now you got me doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Us penguin logistics girls ain't so bad, right?
Right, Axios, yeah.
before we start, there's this channel called Supa, and I hate that they have more subs than me. So sub and like and share so we can get bigger than Supa.
He
Now,
wants to beat the other Supa. It's a Supa jar.
Previously on Ancient Forge.
Supa
Little
fight.
Lava. What do you want? I want you to be the lead actress in this movie I'm making. It will be about this evil villain that finds some goodness within her, and she's helped by a bunch of little yellow tic-tac shaped fellows. Absolutely not. Come on. No. Okay, can you go find my sis Dusk then? What? No. I'll see it on your face if you do it.
Wait, what?
Today on Who is Real?
Oh, God.
I shall forever be grateful to you for saving me from that wretched beast. I will now dedicate my life to repaying you. No thanks, we don't need any particular help. Ah, great, we just needed some help to find this goddess lady. You shouldn't just tell that to anyone we meet. I see, you're looking for a goddess. But first, did you know you can earn upwards of 40k LMD shopping at certain places? Would you like to become a secret shopper? That sounds like a scam. Stop being so distrustful of everyone, loyal mate.
Stressful.
About the goddess, I'm sure we'll find her by climbing the mountain. Ah, we forgot to ask, what's your name? You can call me Mr. Nuffy.
Will you just disappear?
Okay, so let me get this straight. We entered a cottage and entered a whole village. Right. That doesn't track. Yeah, I thought
Where did Mr.
something
Nothing
was
go?
up with that. And why is that dog here?
Oh my god.
Oh
Why
my
does
God,
Saga
the dog
talk like
talks.
that?
Wait, we're supposed to find that out like way later in the event. Did we just skip like half of it?
I was gonna say, I don't think any of these backgrounds are real, are they?
The charm? It's just
Or like
a
in
feeling, yeah?
the story.
Ayo, what the?
Oh my god,
I thought
Dust.
you were just some dumb bystanders that I trapped in the painted world because I felt like it. But you're here on behalf of Nyan? Yeah, lol. That's
Yeah,
it.
lol.
I'm sending you free to your personal
What do you mean
hells,
dogs
you
talk
think?
like that?
Oh, you're back. Gee, mate, that's kinda harsh, don't you think? Ah, gee.
Oh,
Hello?
bagel.
Is this my personal hell? I was expecting something with Hebe. Hello? Is anyone here? Even Hebe is fine. And that's done. Oh, goddamn Nate. Don't
Oh
you
my
hurt my soon-to-be wife. Oh my God.
I like
Why
how
are you
they
here? Wait,
censor it for me. Neat.
There. Would any of you like some free Clash of Clans? No?
Mr.
Who
Nothing,
even
the
plays
scammer.
that in Korea? Okay, now this is just the Deus Ex Machina bull. Dusk
Deus
is
Machina?
like a barn. When's the last time you took a shower?
Damn, roasted.
15 years ago? Lord, no wonder you're always alone and have no friends. Shut up. Alright, let's do this peacefully. Come with me to make sure all of us stay independent and don't return into one god. Cool? Yeah, there's no point. Some of our sisters are already working to unite all of us again. Damn. It's still a no from me. Then I'll just shoot you into submission.
Oh god.
How's that?
Neon-
Then I'll
Neon's
throw
got a
myself
Glock.
human shield.
Oh my god, platinum, no.
Fine then. I'll
Oh
use
my
the fire
god.
and the gun still.
And the
I
gun.
have more bullets. She's good. She knows every aspect of shooting me with a gun. I need to make an escape. Aha! Since you're a big ol' horny lesbian, I will just need to draw the perfect woman.
Big ol'
A
horny
woman that
lesbian.
Nobody will be able to resist due to being too perfect.
Oh
Then
my
you'll
god.
be distracted and I can make my escape.
Yeah, draw her up. Who is it?
Ta-da!
Oh my god, it's Gummy.
How's this? Wait, that's the cafeteria girl. I met her. What? Yeah, no, I met this girl. She works at Rhodes. But I drew a concept. I drew the concept of perfection personified as a woman. She can't possibly really exist. No, I assure you. I would love to come see for myself, but I am not following you.
Yo,
Look,
gotta
if
go
you
meet
want to
Gummy.
fight, we should go somewhere empty. The skull of an Abyssal Hunter's fan? While very empty, it's too small. Mind you, let's make this quick. I was in the middle of producing a film about a scientist trying to cure his rare blood disease with bat blood. There we go. We also outside of the painted wound
What is
here.
this, a Dragon Ball Z background?
Ayo, what? You got out on your own?
Bacchus door open.
Well then, it appears I have lost a very old bet that nobody would get out of my painted world alone. I shall now surrender. Well, that's anticlimactic. Hey, is anyone interested in free V-Bucks?
Oh, yo, what are you doing Fortnite on
Next
this?
time on Invitation to Wine. Hey sis, I'm going to find Ling. You wanna come? Don't bother me. I'm doing a commission. Didn't you say you didn't do those? Yeah, I said that in the past. Then I found out how suspiciously wealthy furries are. Now I draw anthropomorphic animals f***ing for a living.
Anthropomorphic?
Then
Oh my god.
I will leave you to it.
Oh my god. That's actually pretty good though. Okay, chat, maybe maybe we should read now. Okay. Free polls? I got one poll. I got one free poll. What's up, number 3? White bag. Never the luck that I need, chat room. Yo, Midnight. Yeah, I miss Midnight. One closer to pity. Okay, real quick though, I gotta burn the stam. Or the sanity. You only need one poll? What's up, Dreep? Thorn's budget division. Midnight will give you luck, Zach. But you need 299 to get that poll. Check out Don Remembers Dusk. It's a short 1-minute video. How about story summary for Invitation to Wine? I gotta read Invitation to Wine.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Rock farming? I'm just doing this so that I can burn the sanity. The biggest luck burst happened to me through recruitment 7-4. I was able to pull platinum. C7, yeah, chapter 7 stream win. We need to get back into that, chat. We have a lot of stuff to do. I just subbed to that man. He's hilarious. Yeah, everybody sub to him if you haven't seen him. By the way, Zach, are you aware of the process of thornification? I've seen the memes on Discord. Canon Oli. I got Ifrit through recruitment one time. Trying to think of the highest that I've ever got. Like a 5-star. I don't think I've ever got any 6-stars so far. Oh damn, you reminded me to farm as well. The world would be peaceful with thorns. Skyrim or Redditor? For real. Yo, what's wrong with Skyrim? It's an age-old classic, right? It's been re-released 100 million times. You refreshed the other? Oh my god, thanks to Link Banner I got Blaze, so I'm not Blazeless. I am Blazeless. Just got Peer Stream and recruitment recently. I really want Peer Stream. Not enough times.
Job, Doctor. You make me want to pat you on the head.
You make me want to pat you on the head. No thank you. No pats for me.
Anyone we've left behind?
Morrowind better. I got 2 rocks, chat. How can she even reach me? Oh, Mudrock. I use my guaranteed 6-star on her. She will never dodge me. Mud. You got Mudrock from healing plus support? Oh my god. I've gotten Myrtle a couple of times. Oh, you got Pure Stream from... I see.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I got Black Knight from today's poll. I have too many Black Knights. I think I'm pretty sure I got them all. No Mudrock Dokas. Mudrock is a true ninja of Arknights. Yo, honestly though, the real MVP of this event is this chick right here. Not gonna lie. Same, I got my 7th Black Knight. I got like 13 or 14. I got so many of her. Lava is pretty pog. At least for these little shits.
Let's go.
Like this, for this event, yeah, she's roasting, literally. Lava the purgatory.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Lava pug. Bought her skin, no regrets. Actually, I regret because I don't think I did.
Follow me.
And then I pulled her at 271. You might as well go until you get dust now. She's considered a low niche instead of a good operator. I feel like she's pretty dope for AoE. Even regardless of like this event, I think she'd be pretty good as well.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
How's Artemis? She is cranky. Last night she was anyway. I also got dust from the banner. Well, never mind then. I'll see myself out.
No need for mercy on the enemy, correct?
I consider her niche only TBH. I mean, I think she's pretty good AoE. Like when she does that, like, is this her skill too? I don't know. The Ring of Fire, of Hellfire, is pretty good. Flametell is so cool. I'm sad for not getting her on the Radiant Knight banner. She is pretty dope, bro. I think Flametell is like one of my favorite vanguards. Her skill 1 is more useful on general content.
Hail of bullets bring you eternal peace.
But you know what? If it's useful here, then it's useful, you know? Okay, let's start reading some stuff. Chat room. When does this pop? When does the EX stages come? Oh, the 5th. Tomorrow? Oh, Friday. Oh my god, there's so much stuff to do. Flametail is pretty dope. Honestly, if you have Ija, you don't really need AoE medics. Well, I don't have her. Flametail is lovely. After I got Flametail, I replaced my Texas because her skill's more useful than Texas for me. Yo, I'd watch out what you say about Texas. People are always roasting me about Flametail being a 6-star Texas. She's cool. I like Flametail. Flametail over a Texas. Hold on, chat. I gotta let my doggies out. All right, chat room, who's ready to game? Samir. Welcome back, Mr. Streamer. Chat got wild? What did chat do? Silly Chew. Silly Chew. Came in and saw chat. Chat took care of it. How about Samir from the store? Samir's pretty good. Three singles in the event store? Yeah, I already got those. You talking about these? You must not have been here when I searched the entire account for everything that I could possibly have to to roll on. I've ate up all the rolls that I could do. Yeah. We did so much. Did you spark? Not yet. Well, it's your choice if you want to get her. Get what? Get who? That my leg? The desperate pulls of madness. Looks like I have 300. I do have 302 pulls.
Hey, leader.
I have enough to spark her right now. Time to buy her. I'll wait. What if I get her or something, you know? What if I get her before the end of the thing? Still painful to get her through that? Yeah. I mean, we got Neon as well, so I guess I can't complain too much, but... And 3 leads. I get her from her free pull, then I can get Dusk. Okay, let's read, chat room. Do you guys like reading? I don't like reading. Dad, why is there a knife on the wall? Oh God. That was my constant companion when I was young and begging for food. So why is there an empty shelf under it? I'm illiterate. So am I, but here we are. That's reserved for an elder of mine. What happened to him? We had a falling out. Why? Because. Ooh, dramatic. Flashback. It's early in the morning and the weather's cloudy. It does appear to be that way. Along Yingfang Road is Sangshu of Great Yan. It sits an inn. Not many establishments would call themselves an inn in modern Yan, but this one had the most adequate atmosphere, the finest wine and tea, and is the most culture in all of Sangshu. Its sign is red and gold lettering. Zingyu? Oh, look at this dude. 10 jars of Honsong. 3 jars of Younglu. 6 jars of Jiking Reserve. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to say any of these names right, by the way. Is it Liu? Why are our numbers here so much lower than across the river? Don't blame me. They went crazy with banquets at the start of the month. Of course they sold more than us. Hurts my soul. How much difference can a few parties make? AOE. AOE. You don't even know the half of it. You were out of Sangshu then. You don't even know how ridiculous that hoo-ha was. They call it hoo-ha? These 2 days of business could pay half a year's worth of bills. No exaggeration. We were beating them for months, and those 2 days completely sunk us. You can't keep letting them make a fool of us, Mr. You pronounce the Z in Chinese? I'm not really sure. Is it Zing? Zing? A boomer event? Back to the quarry. Remember, we were here first, and we were the first to do it well. If you ask me, other places should be bowing to my old man here. Oh, it's Che. Okay, so ZH is Che instead? Or Cha? Or I guess cha, not che. It's cha. Okay, that's good to know. Don't be fooled into loving your grandkids while you forget your son's here. What kind of sentence is that? Don't be fooled into loving your grandkids while you forget your son here. Oh, okay. I see. What are you even blabbering about? Since when am I your old man? I haven't even said anything. Don't need to be bothered by Chang. TBH. Sis is Z. Yeah, and it'll be over for me once you do. It was just bad luck if I were the one to meet those nobles. If it's just bad luck, then where's all your good luck to balance it out? Ah, nobles. Where did all these nobles come from? We've always relied on word of mouth from regulars, and you won't even do ads. We could just invite a few pretty boys and girls to glare. Glare. You heard nothing. That was just the wind now. Running a restaurant and depends on customers with taste and connections, true, but what do you know about who's connected and who isn't? If I knew, I'd be running the inn. Then sit tight and learn. Anyone with eyes can discern. If someone is rich, powerful, stylish, wise, and that's plain as day. So why can't you? Irk. Whether you're a kung fu adventurer or a settled person, so long as you're alive, you'll mingle with plenty of other people. Discern. Chat, we're learning words. English words. So keep mingling and you'll get a good eye for this. Knowing people and knowing what they do is what lets us live well. Meanwhile, you spend all day fiddling about, and run off to the Mojang parlors every night. What kind of future do you expect when? Why'd you stop the lecture? Don't you see our two guests at the door? Why aren't you greeting them? Hey-oh, I completely missed them. Quick, get them in. The first two customers of the day. Get them 2 plates of salted peanuts and a pot of, oh my god, chat. Cherry Centennium tea. My English teacher would be so proud. Thanks. Yo, Lee's here. Might our luck be looking up? We are early. Let me treat you to dinner, Mr. Liang Steed. Take a seat. Tea will be with you in a moment. I thought we'd have made a beeline for his residence. Your friend there is still a magistrate, busy in any case. Busy enough to overlook a friend, must be busy as can be. The Doomslayer pronunciation. Sir, what do you think then? Are those two noble types? Ha! Don't ask, observe. You can't judge at first glance. Chris Chan. Hey, chat. Sangshu, where the winds blow high and the clouds part to show off the moon. You guys know what this is, okay, chat? You can't roast me for saying things wrong. The land was mountainous since times untold. Some would say the rugged terrain posed quite the obstacle to the nomadic city's development. Chat is popping off. Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. I actually did say anybody could tell at first glance. He's like, hey, you can't actually do that. But the folk of Sangshu were loath to give up the land that they dwelt in since Antiwiki. I don't know how to say the word, honestly. So they went to great pains to move mountains and fuse their city with peaks. Antiquity? I don't know. Hence, unlike other cities, Sangshu's plates were disturbed along the lines of the range, each perhaps hundreds of thousands of meters wide and utterly unique in their scenery. Antiquity? I don't know. I don't know. If I don't know what it means, then I probably don't know. Anti-quality. No. Anti-witty. I don't know. How inconspicuous Sangshu's hold on. Anquit. Oh, you mean like an antique? Antique? Is that the word? Antiquity? Maybe that's how you say that. Oh, I didn't know if it's off the word. Okay, now that I know that the word is antique, I can say the rest of the word. Zach, you're nervous? I'm always nervous. Well, if I can, you're off to a great start, Zach. Thanks. Antiquity. Okay, now I can see it. If I know it's from antique. See, I know how to say antique, so antiquity makes sense though. Anyway, hold on. That's turn my fan on. Chat, it's getting hot in here. I'm getting roasted. Sangshu's habitation must be that in recent years it has never once been struck by a catastrophe. Its people have built new towns in the mountains and opened them up with ropeways and tunnels. I think you'd get the words a lot better if you slow down, but if you don't want to slow down, it's fine. We get content instead. See, the hardest part about slowing down is that I speak really fast and normally. So it's hard for me to read slower than I normally speak, I guess. Artemis is going to teach Zach English. Yeah, well, hopefully she doesn't learn English from me. Furthermore, with the guidance of Tamu Tantishi, a mountain range of particular renown was directly relocated onto the nomadic platforms where I'll try to read slow, but I normally I can't read slow because I don't talk slow. Hey, Cruz is telling me, chat, slow down, mate. Slow down. Renown. Hey, it's Renown. Okay, I gotta listen to Cruz. She says slow down, mate. Is Australian, by the way? No, she's British. Slow down, mate. What's that? Tamu Tuichi? Heavenly Master of Earth and Wood. You might be unaware, benefactor, but Yan has multiple bayous of Tanishi. Crystal matters. Crestral? Celestial. I don't know. Masters. Any student of the land, even a mite accomplished at Orgianium Arts may apply to join. Take layer upon layer of examinations and so serve the country. Oh my god, it goes like below my monitor almost. Orgianium Arts have a dazzling array of application, and since the science of Orgianium is developed by the day, the Taishi of Yan are naturally classified by profession and specialty. Civil engineers, for example, the artists of earth and wood indeed. Sometimes I feel like it goes under my monitor. No shit. Like I really feel like it goes all the way down in here. And here I thought cool titles like that would be reserved for casters like Lizzie, you know, ones with crazy battle prowess. It's just angel in Chinese. Oh, okay. Would Lizzie be the Yan official in Rhodes Island you mentioned before? My, it may have been like that in the past, but times have changed. Now the welfare of people come first. Orgianium technology benefits the masses. Every Taishi of Yan's Ministry of Engineering pours their life's blood into researching Orgianium arts and testing new materials. Tenshi? Other countries couldn't dream of moving whole mountains onto nomadic cities, that's for sure. Indeed, while landscapes may soothe the soul, it certainly wouldn't be worth such monumental efforts if it broke the backs and the banks of the people in the process. Still, most of the credit belongs to the civil engineers of the Tianxi who loved their home enough to put in the work. And moving mountains was easy compared to convincing the local villages estates to agree to the project. Yan has an old proverb. It's a land that raises its people. It's a shame I can't speak much on Orgianium arts, or else I'd have the same things on my mind as one of those nomadic city architects. Me after saying my 1 millionth or 1,000th, 100,000th. I see a joke. Is everyone from Yan like this? I read a lot more differently, so don't be really bothered by it. Okay. Mountain is a huge dude, though. It's going to be hard to move him. Yeah. It's these rivers and hills before us, see. The limitless sights. Early spring so tranquil you can hear the snowflakes land. That's a lasting charm. There's a lasting charm about it. If you lived here since the cradle too, perhaps you'd think the same way. Maybe, who can say? Ooh, now that's refreshing. Where the wind blows high and the clouds part to show off the moon. I can see how it earned that. Within Changshu lay the renowned 3 mounts and 17 peaks, and they drew plenty of tourists. Some foreign nobility even make the trip out here simply to admire them. Presumably, the common folk owe it only to the pains of crossing the land that these landmarks aren't swarmed by such visitors coming in droves. There's a comfy breeze up here. I was worried it would rain and delay us from heading up the mountains today. Quite right, benefactor. The spring breeze carelessly caresses one's cheek. The drizzle falls finally, all silent and slick in the rain. It is kind of a nice little oversight. Oh, I didn't even realize they were over here. Oh, my voice cracked. Hello? Yeah, this is actually pretty nice that they're over here. What am I, like 16 again? Been meaning to ask, actually. You're a martial artist, right? So how do you get so bookish? My master often instructed us that for practicing the martial arts hardly preludes, I don't know. Precludes the study of culture. Indeed, the arts come both martial and cultural. To learn them well is but the duty of the modern soul. Why is it autocorrect fact to face? Besides, the art of gab can be a gateway to making some money. Benefactor, what say we visit the nearest summit on the way? I hear more people have taken to the mountains these last 2 years. There's been quite the hubbub. Pass. We'll rest in the city for a day or two, wait for the sisters to meet up with us, and head on our way. Gab is a word for talk or chatter. Never felt so bad about missing all the scenery on the way through. You've always been singularly devoted, benefactor. I mine only for the objective, not a whit more. And as proof of your, what is this? Conscientious? You'll never take a break. Is that conscientious? Never take breaks? Me? But of course. Whatever flattery will get you nowhere. We're not going. But you're merely talking to the office of onboarding. Oh, you're merely taking me to the office for onboarding. Such a minor errand needed to be so urgent. Conscientious? And did I not hear Lava mention you undertook this journey intending a vacation? Surely nothing impedes you from a good tour of the scenery then. If only Lava were here. I'm not the only one who needs to sort out her head right now. Benefactor Lava just happened to be tasked with a sudden commission taking her a different way. I imagine she'll pass by scenery just fine. I don't think she's the type to gawp at the view, not in a million years. Aha, so she isn't. To be honest though, she wasn't always this way. Me either, of course. You needn't brood? Benefactor, things change, we change. The world's affairs are inconsistent. Arknights teaching us new words. Let's hurry on our way then. Whoa, this guy looks kind of cool. Found a Miss Do. Oh, look at her. You sure? No mistake. They came in on Sangshan crossing and got to Yangfeng, I think it's Fing Road in Weiqing. Okay. District. He got someone reliable to come with him the whole way. Feet Zach. Well, you're not learning anything from me, that's for sure. The Lugmanites carrying an antique little box on them, correct? Yep, clear as day. If anything goes wrong, you're responsible. You left this to us. We won't let it go wrong. Good. Then we're paying. Yeah, when is she playable? Then we're paying this buccaneer a visit in place of these yellow-bellied oldies. Who the hell talks like that? Practicing pronunciation with part-timer Zach. That's what I should name it. How long is Invitation to Wine anyway? Her art floating around the net. The hen, huh? The inn has over 10 branches, 10 branch locations in Sangshu. Yet they did not take the name Xingyu. Perhaps oh my god, okay. For a journey fortunate, or Xing Fu for a journey blessed, but Zhang Yu for a journey plentiful belongs to this inn alone. And of course, this inn alone provides such an incredible view of the skyscrapers against its twin moons mirrored in the distant lake at night. The innkeeper paid mind only to the scenery when choosing locations, not to the guests nor to the rent. Fine scenery puts guests in a fine mood. Fine scenery puts all in harmony, and the coin will come whether you like it or not. 4-ish hours? Oh. Fine tea indeed, and a fine view. First timers should stay somewhere nice. Get a good impression of Sangshu. So why did these guys dripped out of their mind? Zhang Yu Inn, an antique, elegant name. Famous, but it only recently got into food service. The inn has talent, and whoever or whatever he touches goes well. The innkeeper, okay. It's grown to be a lot to handle, but he's still... What is this guy pacing back and forth or what? Is that him there, busting about? The very same. Doesn't look like an owner at all. Very steady as he goes. You have to admire him. Nice of you to notice the drip. I mean, Lee's dripped out, but this guy, the boat dude, is actually pretty dripped out too. If only I knew what my old schoolmate was up to. The Liang boy. Liang boy. Maybe that's how I said it. To borrow your words, steady as he goes. Is he a good martyrin? Ask any passerby, Sue Shiner, Yam Hacker, Yam Hawker, or taxi driver on the street. They'll all give him a thumbs up. Just give him a thumbs up. Aha, living his dream then. I wish I could say that. You haven't met Mr. Liang in over 10 years. Nope. But he still chooses you to deliver this item. That it is. Then your bond must deserve a thumbs up as well. I'm not experienced enough to say what this portends. I only know that Liang's impression that is... Wait, what? I only know by Mr. Liang's expression that this is no laughing matter. Hardly. I wouldn't dare flaunt any grand bond with your Mr. Liang, but Mr. Liang, Exxon? The man, he's a friend. A friend, you say? And a good one. A good friend is hard enough to find, much less one that will stay so after 10 years apart. What about you, Master Shin? What about me? With so many ferrymen at the docks, didn't it seem so strange I chose you in particular? No, I was briefed by Mr. Liang, so I assumed you were too. I have no need for the details. I had to steal this thing right out of a smuggler's hand for old Mr. Liang. Took some effort. I didn't ask. You must be itching to speak. I came all this way with no one to talk to. You bet I'm itchy. I'm surprised you trust Liang. What with the cold look on his face, most people don't. Ah, you trust him because he's your friend. I do because he's the magistrate of Sangshu. Do you know him well? I do. Mr. Liang is good to us, so we return the favor. How long have you been in this business, Master Shin? Is it Shin or Sean? Hard to say. Who counts out the passing years on their fingers? 20, 30? Very admirable. I'm only a boatman. What's there to admire? Lately, they've been putting engines on the boats. Maybe I'll be out of a job in a few years. They'll still need someone to navigate the route and keep watch on the sky. I figured as long as there are waterways and the years run long, boatmen and catastrophe messengers are in the same boat. Lee is a fish dragon. Catastrophes, you say? You don't see one often, but when you do, you never forget. Is it magic carp? Have you seen one before? I have, but but also those things are things even more frightening. Not on the rivers, mind you. Wait, what have you got me saying? What is it? Strange. 2 foreigners, it seems. Yes, it's us. Lee's art is really cool. All right, 2 guests. So this is your reputation, exceptional dishes, exequential service, conjugal treatment, all equal. Oh my god, what kind of damn sentence is that? Zing you in then? But of course, my master had nothing but praise for the Zhengyu name, so while I've never been graced with a chance to visit Sangshu, I just had to take you here, benefactor. Wish you could see Ling's art as well. I have seen Ling's art. But it shames me to admit, but my master's praised only the name, not any particular amenity. So I'm also ignorant as to its precise forte. Have fun with the story. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Here's your tea. Just refreshments, or will you two be needing lodging too? Wow, they even got the standard line, huh? Hey, listen here. Maybe we've only been open for a few years, but trace the name Zhengyu back and you'll see it's got a century's worth of fame. Benefactor, we've been searching for lodging. The prices are suitable enough, and it's not far from the northern crossing we agreed to meet at. What say you? I'm fine with whatever. Then 2 rooms, please. All right. Anything to eat for now? May I ask what you have? Our recommendation set meals are on the signs. We're currently on the afternoon menu. If you need anything, just shout. Very well, let's see. I bit my tongue. Actually, yes, Lee and Magikarp are based on the same Chinese legend. It's actually kind of dope. This one looks all right this one looks all right, mate. A lot of yen flavor in that name. You've never ate Chinese food? Not even Americanized Chinese food? I guess I don't know if you live in America, so I guess. The legend of the carp swimming up a mountain through a waterfall. Actually, I do remember that in Pokemon. That was like the legend that they talked about. The extra spicy foul blood curd set. I would recommend refraining for now. Why? When in Lunium, right? Can't hurt to try. Is that really like a when in Rome reference? In my experience, such dish don't quite mesh with lunchtime and sensibilities. With the lunchtime sensibilities a Rem Billington such as yourself might be accustomed to. I thought every country had Chinese food, not gonna lie. Authentic Chinese food is great. I don't think I've had like true authentic. I feel like a lot of stuff in America, or at least like where I live, is very modernized, or like, I don't want to say modernized, I guess Americanized. So I don't know. I feel like every Chinese stuff that I eat around here is just like American Chinese. How's Australian food? I've never had Australian food. I don't know. Kangaroos? I'm just kidding. That's so. I think I'm pretty good with spice myself. What are you sneaking peeks at? Oh God. Look there at the poperature. The innkeeper, I wager. Poperature? I have a Chinese place a little way away that's real Chinese food. It's spicy as hell though. What about him? He's a force to be reckoned with. A force how? Of course, he has to be with a business this grand, but there's something more than that. Are those callous on his hands? Your vision is as astounding as ever, benefactor. And there's been 2 guests on the floor upstairs eyeing us ever since we walked in. Been to China once. Their food is great. It's pretty spicy, I'd say. I'm quite tolerant to spices. So that was a surprise. I'm actually not prone to spice. Like, I can deal with a little bit of spice, but if it's too spicy, it kind of I don't know. I feel like the food that I eat doesn't have a lot of spice, like hot spice. What part of them caught your eye? Well, that is that the race? That Katuus seems oddly familiar. Are you staying here today, boss? Not heading to check out the other side of the crossing? Yes, it's the race. Okay. No, I'm expecting someone. I might be here to attend this guest. They notice each other's drip. That's what it was. Ah, you're offering personal service. Got to be a big shot then. Are we open for business then? How much can we make? There might not be money in it. No shortage of things to settle though. Is it about the business over there? Yes and no. What does that mean? Less blabbering, more greeting the customers. Shh, penny pincher. Penny pincher. Hi, welcome guest. Are you? Oh God, a couple of mobbins. Oh, hey, it's her. Miss Dew, what are you? None of your business. Out of the way. Oh God. Hey. Why, what a formidable greeting, young lady. Are you looking for me? A sloppy man with glasses, a gruddy outfit, and the look of a swindler. A swaddler? So it's gotta be you, right? A swindler is a swindler. I must say that appraisal is a little an enemy of yours. No, they've never gone so far as to send a little girl to do their bidding. They'll never go as far as to send a little girl to do their bidding. Who's a little girl, huh? Oh God, did you just punch Mr. Nothing? Don't hit my boy like that. She kicked up an entire wooden chair. What leg technique? You have real quick reflexes, dodging without getting up. Miss. What? Can't you see I'm busy? This guy's a Libri, right? Didn't the letter, oh my God, didn't the letter say we're looking for a lung? Then it's the one upstairs. It's you, right? Isn't it? Hey now, don't I deserve at least an apology? Cool it, mate. Yeah, Mr. Nothing Ultra. Oh, look at this though. Yo, look at this scenery. Wait, how'd she end up all the way over there? I like how Mr. Nothing's still sitting down. Longest dragon. Liberty is a bird race. Yeah, he literally just almost got like into a fight and he's like, you know what? Never mind. Personally, I thought my attire was just dandy. Given her approach, I doubt she means well. You stroll in and abuse an innocent chair, not to mention almost giving that man a concussion for no reason. Abuse an innocent chair. Give it up, your cover's blown. Now play nice and hand it over. This is just Tuesday for him. I'll grant that it takes guts to sneak into the city in broad daylight though. Miss Dew, was it? I believe there might be a misunderstanding. Did you come from Lungman? Yes. Are you carrying an antique wine cup with you? Do you have 1 minute to think of a good excuse? After that, you're handing it over and coming with me. The young lady's not too keen on hearing people out. Really makes me miss those kids of mine back home. They'd know better. Don't look at me. Mr. Liang explained that he specifically entrusted you with bringing that wine cup from Lungman. And if Mr. Liang says so, I believe it. Liang. Well, Mr. Shen, thanks for the vote the vote of confidence. Oddly though, the girl's bold enough to openly say she wants something that Mr. Liang requested. One of our aunties plucked this right from a child smuggler's hand. So if you were expecting any legal formalities, is the cup noteworthy? I looked into it. There's only baseless legends, rumors the smugglers heard from the locals. How did this become such a hassle? Yo, what's up, Soga? Wait, the kids are. Nothing, mate. I've seen this in a movie before, as have I, but they're usually called the officers at this point. They never jump into a fight, right? Hey, enough muttering. Got your excuse ready. The lady is certainly blessed with a loud voice. Might those two upstairs be suspects of sort then? Benefactor. Mate, I think that guy looks familiar. What? The fellow with the remarkable similar getup to mine? No, it can't be. They work with Rhode Island. Guess there's a little resemblance though. It's kind of nice that they're noticing the drip. How about this, young lady? You've caught me fair and square. Nowhere to run. And now if you call the police... Stalling for time, huh? Alright, I was wondering how long you could anyway. Get up there. Don't let him get away. A moment, please. What? You want to pay me back for earlier? Stand down. Let me finish my business, and I'll pay you for 2 days of longing. All expenses. Sound good? Take a good long look, benefactor. If we're not got the wrong person, then a wonderful opportunity has landed in our laps. Rhode Island, truly the land of the drip. Mr. Lee. Ah, let's see. Little blonde rabbit, ambiguously closed eyes, a Rhode Island operator. Marvelous. Of the taverns in Shangxi and all of Yan and all of the world, to think you'd have the fortune to run into an old friend here. So how about we not sour the mood on this miraculous of a reunion? What the hell is going on? You're all together? Surround them. Nobody leaves until they hand over the booty. The booty. Whoa. How do we end up here? What inspired this? I dreamt of the fable of the shadows. The shadows. Wait, what? I dreamt of the fable of the shadows concealing its shade, and this is my response. Then I'd like to see it. How do you plan to let these common objects manifest themselves? Take it as an averted act. Mock me not for it. Okay, a little bit of a weird structure there. What the? Just now. Darkness upon darkness upon darkness. It's kind of like, that's why I was confused. Like a shadow. The shadows have shadows. Benefactor, watch out. Oh God, you think you can mess with Cruz? It's gonna beat your ass, bro. They're all civvies. Keep a light touch. Careful, that libraries from some martial school. Leave the Caterus to me, huh? Where'd she go? I wish I could say these races right. Why is it always punch first, ask questions later? when did she get on the second floor? No need to hurt anyone. Nothing, mate. Easy does it. Over here, Mr. Lee. So sorry to get you all caught up in this mess. Not like we expected to run into you, Mr. Lee. Well, let's get out of here first. Kratos? Hey, are you ignoring me on purpose? You think you could just leave? Apologies, but you won't be passing. And who are you to decide? Oh God, Mr. Nothing's gonna beat some ass. A fan, that swindler. Oh no, the guest knows some rare kung fu, doesn't he? Chen, sir, shouldn't you step in before they ruin all the furniture on the ground floor? Fan man's moves are probably meant to intimidate. He's been very slick about it, but the lady hasn't shown us everything yet either. If they work things out, we'll all come out richer and happier. There's a rabbit race. Fan man here. While she's still being cautious at least. Hey, all you fine people. I confused myself, my bad. In the late evenings of Shangxi's early spring, the wind arrives on time while the rain is no guarantee, so it has always been. They're just literally watching, they're like, all right, whatever. A man lifts his head to the skies. The cloud and mist furl. Hui and Ming waver, but at the furthest ends, one can faintly see the light of day. A spring chill hangs and a light breeze flutters their clothes. Wait, what? We got some more badass NPCs? He should be here by now. I do hope that things can conclude smoothly. Yo, why has everybody got drip on the NPCs? When are we getting these guys as playable characters? Yo, thanks, George Washing Machine. Have a good rest of your day or night. Okay, so after, right? IW after. Okay. They're still fighting it out. Mr. Nothing has to win, right? Yeah. What's this pause for? Invitation to drip story. Don't tell me I was a little too heavy-handed and hurt you in my carelessness, young lady. Huh, so you know some flowery kung fu, happy? Your buccaneers already fled on us, so there's no sense tagging with you any longer. What's your name? Nothing. The latter man of Tingshi Wui. What kind of con man gives his real name? That must be some stupid kung fu stage name. Ah, how keen-witted you are. So you're not going to let me pass to chase them, right? Hence why I compliment your keen wit. Shut it with your flabbing. You're flabbing? What are you waiting for? Let's take him. Miss, we'll help you out. Hold it. Oh god, this guy's gonna step in. Eep. Eep. Ahem. This is still an inn. I can't have you two making a mess of the restaurant and fools of us all. What will the passerbys think? However, you two fought marvelously. In honor of your eye-opening display, I won't ask you to cover the cost. But for now, please rein it in. Call it a day for my sake. Do pardon us, good perpetrator. We'll resolve this misunderstanding forthwith, then make amends at your door. I'll let you go this time for the innkeep. I don't know how you're involved with that guy, but I'd hand him over if I were you. Cover for him and you're an accomplice. You're free to go for now, but Sangshu doesn't tolerate outlaws. If this were simply a matter of outlawry, you could have called the police. What have you resorting to force, Miss Du? Nothing is right, no matter the reason. A mere disagreement shouldn't bring you to fisticuffs. Okay, I've never actually seen somebody use fisticuffs in like an actual serious manner. Why you? Now, miss. Let's have your people leave. Miss, do it. Miss, do we just let him go? We could grab him, then wait for Lugmanite to take the bait. Quiet. We've already let the Lugmanite escape. Keeping this guy with us all night wouldn't be much use. Besides, could you even restrain him? And you're still holding back some moves, aren't you? Hardly. Friendship is wealth. Now friendship is wealth. If the lady here is willing to take a step back, then I couldn't ask for anything more. Friday night fisticuffs is a classic. I won't forget this, nothing. Please don't waste your memories on me. The esteemed have so much to forget. Carefully. Good. I'll get a decent head start from here. I'm only listening to Mr. Chang. If you want to see how things play out outside, be my guest. I suggest you sit tight and listen to... He's like, and I'm out. Hey, where'd you go? How did this happen? What are you all doing? You weren't exactly clear on whether you were letting him go, miss. He's like, all right, yeah, and I'm gone. He just like sprints out. But just don't just stand there after him. Yes, miss. Love to stay in chat, but I'm out. Hey, Miss Du, don't you think you're making too big of a fuss? Out of my way. Hey, whatever. This isn't my problem anymore. And Dad, why were we acting like this doesn't concern you? You even stopped me. Oh wait, it's our dad? You were making trouble. Trouble my ass. You knew they'd go through Yingfing Road, right? Isn't that why you're here waiting for them? You got eyes in dozens of inns and eateries in the city. Catching some blind idiot of a thief's not hard. Who's the blind idiot here? You don't know what that wine cup is, let alone what the Lugmanite might have up his sleeve. Not to mention how capable those people were. If you were willing to cause a commotion, they'd have won and come out looking reasonable too. But what? Do you know just how significant their mission is, or who the anonymous client is? Wait, here's your dad? You think you're all it takes to put hired escorts to shame? The dad did roast her. It looks like no one's following. Sorry everyone, I should have been leading the way, but here we are in this plight. I never imagined something like this would await us in Sangshu City though. Was it really alright to leave that young man alone? Have we abandoned him? The innkeeper and the pushy woman seem to know each other. I'm worried our regard hero might not slip away so easily. How do you figure, Miss Julia? She was clearly mindful of him while making her move. They'd never fool me. Get fooled in my line of work and you're out of business. Oh. Then we can only hope he's a fast runner. And honestly, I'd vouch for that. Will he really be okay? He'll be right as rain. The girl who wouldn't dare to make such a scene in broad daylight, right? It's such a street, but someone's gonna notice. It's a quiet street, but someone's gonna notice. Ooh, that's a relief. But fancy meeting you, Rhode Islanders here. And what brings you to Sangshu, Mr. Lee? Commission at your office? I suppose. Just a private matter entrusted to me by an old friend, though. Is it in that box? That it is. Well, this is truly bizarre. Why would anybody in Sangshu dare to steal Mr. Liang's property? It's not bizarre at all. If we could slip into Sangshu without a fuss, why would our Mr. Liang have bothered to sneak me out? Mr. Liang, an old schoolmate. You can think of him as the Wei Yinyu of Sangshu. Wow then, Mr. Wei, huh? Oh, okay, so he's kind of like, he's like the big shot then. Okay, by the sound of it, you all know Lord Wei of Lugman, right? Maybe the average man on the street wouldn't, but those of us sifting through Lugman's scraps, sure, we all do. So he's like the big boy, basically. If he's like Mr. Wei's status. Recognizing Lord Wei and being recognized by him are very different things. Which reminds me that where we're at in chapter 7 is actually a pretty big, a pretty big point with all that. Makes me want to go back and read that too. Okay, so you're not wrong, but let's leave me and Wei somewhat rocky relationship out of this. Ah, shame. I'll never meet anyone of Lord Wei's caliber. Does he have questionable ethics as Wei? I don't know. Yeah, you really left Lugman hanging. I had so much stuff to do. Z. It's not my fault. Sure, he's extraordinary, but not that extraordinary. You're kind of making it sound like Mr. Liang's no big deal by comparison. Does he count as a big deal? He does. Why wouldn't he? Wait, do you mean Lord Wei of Lugman doesn't, or Mr. Liang doesn't? Then I suppose everyone's a big deal these days. Tut. Oh, I guess that's how you'd say it. But then he was just a hothead who didn't even know the meaning of the word adapt. You're the same as ever, huh, Mr. Lee? Ah, what's it matter now? With me eking out my days in Lugman while he officiates all of Sangshu. We haven't met in forever. Look, there, it's that young man. Yes, Mr. Nothing. Nothing. All right, mate. Wait, hands off. I'm aching all over. You may not realize this, but that young girl just now went utterly berserk, merely warding off her tested every bone in me. And it was only by the proprietor's timely intervention that I had a gap through which to scurry. With the way you came running over, you're obviously completely fine. Fan tucked in, hand and everything. So care to repeat that? Tested every bone? There's no fooling you, benefactor. I will say though, it's been far too long since I last used so many moves. The muscle leg alone is. And this young man is Operator Mr. Nothing. I may not have formally taken the post, but my devout heart and tireless efforts have long since beaten to Rhode Island's tune. So you're a new operator, friend. Good to meet you. So at this point, Lee is an operator of Rhode Island. Is that how I understand? What's up, Pegasus? Well met. I hear from my benefactor. Oh, the next damn sentence, chat. All I had to do is read from my benefactor that you're also an ally to Rhode Island. Literally the next sentence. As expected of Rhode Island, friend to all and beloved by the masses, that they would strike an accord with a fine soul like yourself. Just call me Old Lee. How kind of you, Brother Lee. Well then, brother, you say you only got out once the innkeeper intervened. Precisely so. What of it? It seems things aren't as simple as I thought. This isn't the place to stand and chat too many years. I'd never forgive myself for another setback. Then we'll head straight for Liang Estate. As for our friends, I was only told to meet with you. Bringing any more could be a little... never mind. I doubt Mr. Liang's so small-minded, and you did both help us out, so we'll go together. The Liang escape. Huh, I'd really rather not bother anyone else. It's fine, you're with me. Decisive words, Brother Lee. Good, if that's settled, then let's be quick. Come this way. Oh, so he's not an official operator, so he's just an ally. Oh, I guess that is the way they worded it too, isn't it? Because they literally said he's an ally of Rhodes Island. I like how they call each other old brother. Yeah, okay, so they said an ally, not an operator. I think they're pretty specific about the way that they word things when it comes to like who's working with Rhodes Island. Because Mr. Nothing was introduced as operator Mr. Nothing, and then when they talked about Lee's partnership, it was just an allied. Brother Lee, I'll be right here. They formed an alliance based on drip. Oh no! Oh. Yeah? What's this? Aren't these strange pets the new the new trend in Sangshu? Oh. Kind of like Silver Ash, I guess, but just a small company. Brother Lee, don't fall behind. I'm coming. I'm coming. But Lee isn't. Should translate to dude. So they're just calling each other dude. Oh, I kind of like the artwork on this. Ayo. I kind of like the artwork on that little guy. No, take me back. All right, to the before. I prefer brother. I kind of prefer brother too. Dude kind of makes it sound a little different. I don't know. Brother like makes it seem like they have some sort of like, yeah, more formal, like a little pact there. Dude's just kind of like, I don't know, a little bit more nonchalant, I suppose. I think of as bro. I use bro a lot, so I guess I can't really say anything. All right, the cold spell of springtide. It harkens me back to many scenes of the past. My academic pursuits, my career in business, my training in the martial arts, and my entrance into politics. So I'm guessing this is Liang, right? Is that who's talking right now? In those bygone times, we were inseparable. Kind of friends and mentors were always there for us, each of them hoping to realize their own grand aspirations. What about now? The green bricks have yet to be cleaned. Spring has long since begun, yet the snow lingers, white as pearls. It is impossible to know what the man behind the door thinks when it's shut. All you are certain of is that when it opens, what you know is merely what he wants you to know. He lifts his head. The door lets out a creak. Oh, I guess it's Lee coming into here. Okay, well, for some reason I thought like, oh, it is. Oh, Mr. Liang. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Liang, long time no see. Indeed, it's been a while. You ventured far, Lee. Okay, I like his drip. When does he become an operator, bro? I'm so tired of Arknights introducing these badass NPCs just to never get them. It was a long journey, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't atrocious. Arterous. How grotty of you, then, Mr. Liang, to have me travel all this way just to deliver this small trinket. All will be explained as soon as I have time. Now you know our pain. Like everybody in Break the Ice, I want them to be like all the main people and even some of the NPCs. Like, give me some of those damn people, bro. I must thank you too, Mr. Shin. It's early spring. There must have been many a traveler seeking to make their way across the waters. Not at all. I accepted the job, so naturally it's my top priority. But now that I've brought him, I think I'll head back to the docks. Oh, right. We ran into a bit of trouble in the city. Lee can fill you in on the details. Trouble. You best be careful too, sir. I'll take my leave. These docks must be low on manpower by now. I should hurry back. Right. Thank you for your work. Look, he already has like the cool setup and like kind of the mannerisms and stuff like that. I bet he'd be a cool ass guard or something. Like I can almost, I could see the way he'd play too. But your way to Sangshu via Changasan and find a boatman named Shin. See how far your reputation gets you, Mr. Liang. You sent for me with just that one sentence. I think he's a horse. This guy kind of does look like a horse, I guess. I don't know. Is that like a bushy tail down there? It kind of looks like he has a bushy tail. This isn't exactly your first time visiting Sangshu. So what kind of man is this Master Shin? Just a trustworthy boatman, and experienced boatman can be trusted with your life. Fair enough. Come to think of it, I haven't been introduced to these two. Good gracious, how did I not notice? So this is Mr. Liang and this magistrate of Sangshu. I'm getting pretty used to you overreacting to stuff you miss. What's this mean for us, though? He's the head of the city. Knowing how Yan ranks officials, though, doesn't that make him a whole lot lower than Wei. Oh God. These two are my business partners. It's an honor, Mr. Liang. I am Chu. Just a dripped out bowman. Wu Yu. Please call me Mr. Nothing. And I'm Cruz, an operator on deployment from Rhode Island's Pharmaceuticals, which has an ongoing business relationship with Mr. Lee. We only bumped into each other in Sangshu by chance, though. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Liang. By chance, and here I thought you hired messengers to escort you from Lugman. So you are aware that messengers exist, and perhaps you should have hired them to run your errands instead of me. It's no trivial matter, and the journey was long. I couldn't trust anyone. What does NDA stand for? Non-disclosure agreement. Basically means that you won't talk or do anything without prior consent, basically. So if you sign an NDA, you're basically, depending on the NDA, obviously you only do certain things like publication, content, even talking about it. Like if leaks happen, like if I knew something, for example, about like Arknights, not that I do or nothing, but if they made me sign an NDA for like, you know, I don't know, an operator or some shit that's supposed to come out, I couldn't say anything until the time was there. Is basically how that would work. And if I did, I'd be going against an NDA. Zenless Zone Zero isn't NDA'd. Anybody can stream it if they have access to it. Mohoyo doesn't seem to do that because they didn't do that for Star Rail either. Anybody who did Star Rail, who got into Star Rail, they could stream it. So it's actually kind of weird that Nikkei did that, because Nikkei, typically games don't really do that. They either have you don't stream it where nobody streams it, or they have like anybody stream it. So it's kind of like one or the other. Typically they don't have this whole like only a certain list of people can do something, but there are places that do that. I would guess in Nikkei's case, it's more or less like they wanted people to have like positive reinforcement or positive publicity, basically, and they don't want to run the risk of somebody saying something, I guess, mean. I don't know. But you can trust me. Give me a break. What was I supposed to do if I ran into bandits on the way? Preemptive? If you thought it was a hassle, you could have written back and refused. Please, like there'd be another chance with that trinket of yours. By the time your letter made it to me, the smugglers would have already, oh my God, we're already in Lugman. When do I have time to write back and tell you to find someone else? I had to get someone looking for it, looking into them straight away, smashing up their hideout while we were at it. Fortunately, the kids working for me are more than capable of holding their fort. The fort. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had time for this errands of yours. Sounds like Wei. Is this also Wei? How do you say that? Is it Wei Fu? M.O. to me? Is that Fu's? Wei Fu's? M.O. to me, and I'm guessing Mr. Lee took this as an excuse to skip town rather than deal with everything on his plate. Seen as your Lee's business partners, we shouldn't be discussing this at the door. Please come in. We have enough guest rooms for everyone. Why? Oh, as in like waifu? Is it waifu? There's no shot. There's no shot her name is waifu, chat. Is it literally actually waifu? I think you're just memeing me. You're telling me that they're actually that cultured. That they're like, you know what? We're going to put an operator in called waifu. Waifu? Waifu? I guess we'd have to put like what, the little pause in it. Waifu? Waifu? Her name is a meme, I think. What an honor to personally be received by Sangshu's magistrate. Best we accept then. Waifu. Please, this way. You have our thanks, Mr. Liang. Benefactor, we were just worried about where to stay for the night. And there's still some time until our meeting. Why not get some rest here? Cruise is all business. Yo, whoa, let me see that. Benefactor? Nothing. Guess I'm just tired. Mr. Lee, do we have to tell Mr. Liang about what just happened? Yes, we should. Look at the sky. It's filled with clouds. It's probably rain. It'll probably rain tonight. Oh God, point. Why is Lee seeing visions? Oh my God. What's the matter, Lee? Nothing. Some landscapes flash through my mind is all. Maybe it's been way too long since I last visited Sangshu. Nostalgia is getting to me. Yo, well, that's where our girl hangs out. Miss Dew, how did it go? Lee's on acid? How did it go? That ugly old Chag gave me an earful? What should we do then? I told you, we can't always listen to them. If that's all we ever do, we won't have a future. Just do as I say. All right, I'll call everyone up. How will you deal with Lugmanite now? I'll go see him myself. Some things are best discussed with an open heart. Nothing. Everyone says that. How about a drink? I'll pass. I have to work later. You had me travel thousands of miles to bring you a wine cup, and you won't indulge me with one little drink. I went through hell and high water for this thing, you know. Drink makes fools of us all. Drink makes fools of us all. One of the Liang Chan of yesteryear's favorite sayings. Full glad I am to know that Mr. Liang still can't hold his liquor. Is yesteryear mean last year? Like, I think that's kind of obvious, but I'm pretty sure like that means last year, right? Yesteryear? I've never heard that saying. I mean, obviously no past years. I mean, because like yesterday was yesterday, which would mean like, you know, the day ago. Oh, just past years. Oh, so it means like more than 1 year though, most likely. It just means like back in the past, just past years. Okay. I didn't know if it was like a singular thing or if it's just like a kind of a metaphor for like, you know, back then. Basically like the good old days or whatever. and full glad I am to know that you are still the good old foul-mouthed Lee. I've sent someone to investigate what happened at the Chengyu Inn. I doubt things are as simple as they seem. If you really don't know, then there's no need to stir up the hornet's nest. Such is the society we live in. Just the saying? Okay. It just basically means like back then or back when or whatever. Especially when simply waiting for me to leave the city would be more or less solve all of our troubles. Are you sure you don't need to check on the cup? The roads were bumpy. I could very well flatten it under my posterior. We live in a society. If you didn't feel it worth mentioning, then it must be safe and sound. Aha. I say you take a good look anyway. I hand-delivered this beauty all the way from Lugman after all. There it is. All right, let's see what the hell's going on with this cup though. So this is it. Now indulge my curiosity. What makes it so special? At the price it was going for in the smuggler's auctions, it may as well have been a buy one get one free sale. A rumor circulating among the smugglers did catch my attention though. Apparently this thing was at the center of a ghost story in the village it was found. Do tell. Well, they say the cup can make the things around it come to life. Is there any proof? If there were any proof to a ghost story, you would have heard about it on the news by now. I only know the rumors. And what of the smugglers? All taken to the LGD. Okay, I said that right. That's good to hear. Actually, there's another matter I would like you to take care of. Well, you summoned me all this way from Legman. You might as well get your money's worth while I'm here. But for now, oh, it seems like you won't let me go without sharing a drink with you. We'll save business for later then. You haven't changed, old friend. Carefree as always. Come, sit. Now you're the master. How are your days in Lugman? I heard you're a private investigator now. Right, and is it Wise? Daughter is staying with me. Or is it Wise? Is it Wise? Waifu? Why? Waifu. Why? Wise daughter is staying with me too, you know. Why? The King Kung Fu lunatic? Why? Okay, I gotta get used to saying that. For some reason it's weird to me. No wonder you asked me to look into this whereabouts of all of us. Into his whereabouts all of a sudden. I've been taking care of Wai Fu for a while now, actually. I even went to her university graduation ceremony in his place. Am I supposed to walk her down the aisle when she gets married too? Wai Fu, Wai Fu's a good girl, but she's got a terrible father. His daughter, she's grown so much. Time flies, Liang. Indeed, I heard you took up a job in government, and with your personality and skills, I figured you had a bright future ahead of you. Never did I imagine that a reunion would take so many years, though. I'm sure everyone will be happy to hear that you managed to get back on your feet. Lee, best dad confirmed. He's a cool uncle. Yeah, he's just a cool uncle. I'm free. What do you mean, blank the evil? What do you? Hardly. I just realized that some things are nearly as much of a headache as figuring out how to put food on the table. It's been a while since I had your cooking. You're a big shot who governs a large city. Stop looking back so fondly on the tough times we struggled through. Instead, think back to the times when we lacked opportunities to use our talents, and make sure the youngsters in our cities have them. Isn't that what we used to vex? Well, isn't that what used to vex you the most? Is vex like a pet peeve? Or is it like a... Indeed. Still glad to see you're still the type to never ever hold a woman. wait, what? Still glad to see you're still the type to never ever hold a woman. That's kind of weird. I was worried I'd come to Sangshu only to find you started a family, which would make me... Mr. Liang, you have a guess. Literally just like roasted him. Glad to see you could never get a girl. Miss Ning, I'm afraid now is not a good time. What do you mean now isn't a good time? I'm just a messenger. I'll be taking my leave soon. Oh shit, he does got a girl. Good evening, Mr. Liang and Mr. Messenger. That's right, young miss. Explain. She's a coworker. Mighty fine coworker you have over at this hour. Oh no, it's barely past dinner time. Oh, might you have forgotten our engagement tonight? Oh no, it's just, please don't mind me. I have a few errands that just came to mind. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it, Mr. Liang. If you need anything else, try to finish your business first. Wait, Lee. Vex means annoy. Okay. Well, it seems I'm in trouble. Why is she so dripped? Nothing, mate. We're just looking for some grub. Does this really need to be such a big deal? It's not like Nian's here. I'm fine with whatever. No one's going to complain. Absolutely not, my benefactor. I must apologize for what happened earlier by finding you the very finest establishment. Okay, so how come we're in some empty alley? You don't understand. Everyone in Yan has a handful of hole-in-the-wall eateries they hold dear to their hearts. Flavors that simply cannot be enjoyed anywhere else, no matter how reputable. You savor the memories and taste the feelings, and you're not even a local. How can anyone here be dear to your heart? Now put that travel guide away, if you insist. Do you have some kind of four-dimensional pocket? Where are you keeping all these weird books? And you keep taking us down alleyways too, trying to lure out the people who attacked us earlier? Or were wards of the city's magistrate? What do we have to be afraid of? Besides, they are hardly the upstanding sort. Rather than wait for them to come to us, I say we nip this in the bud before our rendezvous with the others. The safest play would be to hole up in the Liang estate and contact the closest field office to send operators to meet us in Sangshu. Nothing, just wanted to impress Cruz. Yeah, she roasts him, so get rid of that damn guidebook, bro. No wonder people ship these two. I've been meaning to ask, but there are many Yantonese at Rhodes Island. But are there many? Now that you mention it, I don't think there's all that many, but it also feels like I run into them just about everywhere. It's strange. Rhodes Island. Rhodes Island? Infected walking freely in the city? Oh god, we got a racist. Chat, we got a racist here. Benefactor, watch out. Oh god. Ugh. It's one of these dudes? Such a lightning fast reaction. What a surprise. Why is he over here? What is this about? Mr. Nothing thinks fast and moves even faster, as do most Kung Fu practitioners. However, the brawny man strikes more quickly than even the skip of Mr. Nothing's heartbeat reaching out his throat. Don't try anything funny. Nothing. Don't do it, mate. Do you know your companion's identity? Did you know that she belongs to an infected organization? Aha, benefactor. To be quite honest, I'm afraid I couldn't do anything even if I wanted to. What's more, this is a government official. What a strange fan you wield. You are a master of your techniques, but you have yet to kill. At least you are aware of your weaknesses. Have we met? We have not. However, it seems you two are somehow connected to the deputy minister of the Central Judicial Office. You mean Lizzie? Right, I saw you in our operational records before. You're... Yeah, this dude. Tahi, Deputy Administrator Censor of the Department of Discipline and Supervision. Department of Discipline and Supervision? Infected, what is your purpose here in Sangshu? Oh, lazy? Oh, lazy, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering what the heck the Lugman dude's doing over here. That's what I was kind of confused of. What happened at Kawu City? Why did Dusk leave the mountains? And how is Rose Island involved? Benefactor, is this about Miss Dusk? Keeping quiet, are we? There is no need to probe Rhodes Island, sir. We've already gone through all the formalities as infected. If you want to know about our operators' private lives, though, there is truly nothing I can tell you. Not that I know anything anyway. Oh, he's from the central government, but wasn't he? Okay, so maybe I get them confused because wasn't he part of, not part of, but they showed up for chapter 6. Did they not? Oh, the black coats. Okay, maybe that's what I got confused on. Operators. A bestial Sai taking an office job? Unheard of. The Chinese Inquisition. So bad at her job, they named her lazy. They're like special forces. So, but there's another form of them, like in Lugman, right? That have black coats. Is that the one that I keep getting confused on? I swear to God, there was red coats in chapter 6. They did show up alongside the black coats. Okay, so I have seen them before. I think I've actually even seen this dude before in chapter 6, I think. It seems the Central Judicial Office was highly negligent and its handling of Rose Island. Blaze fought him. Okay, so that's why. Okay, I was just a little confused. So he's part of the central thing. So basically, like, what did you guys say? The FBI, basically, or like special forces. So you told us, huh? The black raincoats are away special forces. These guys work for the government. Okay, that's what I'm getting confused on. Not at all. But you won't let us go. That depends on how cooperative you are. That depends on how cooperative you are. No need to be so confrontational, Uncle Tahi. I don't know. I said Tahi. Tahi. Oh, look at this dude. He's got drip too. Tell me he's not. Oh, wow. Look at this. I want to see this. This is kind of cool too. Lord Zuo. I've spoken with the other candle holders to better understand the situation. These Rhode Islands related individuals are currently guests of Sangshu Magistrate. Another dripped man. They may be involved with the Mount Huji incident, but they are clearly mean no offense. We didn't come to blows. We needn't come to blows. My apologies, Uncle Tahi is usually a quiet man, but for whatever reason, he is unusually agitated today. He is huge, yeah. He's like, what, 7 feet tall at least? I am Zulu. How do you say that? Zuo?
Zool.
Oh, Zool. Okay, I never thought that was gonna be. Zuo Lee, a court messenger. We will leave it at that. Zuo Lee. I'm Cruz, a Rhode Island operator. Chao Wu, otherwise known as Rhode Island's operator. Nothing. Chahu? Let me see. Chu. Oh, his name's just Chu. Okay, so Chu, otherwise known as a Rose Island operator. Nothing, although not yet officially. Okay. Sure, people understand each other. Mr. Cruz, Mr. Nothing, please accept my apologies. I understand the transgression was Uncle Tahi's, but allow me to remind you, if you are not too involved with those sisters, I suggest you put an end to that relationship while you still can. Neon's my friend and coworker, and Dust is my friend's pain and the rear sister. So that in the while you still can stage or not. So is that in the still while you can stage or not? To tell the truth, you likely already crossed the line. Thanks for the tip then. Miss Cruz, you're a woman of extraordinary courage and skill. I do like the way he looks though. See, he's a badass too. Pain in the rear, sister. Now we have other business to attend to. Please excuse us. You give me this dude. I hope Magistrate Liang will give the Department of Discipline and Supervision an acceptable answer regarding the Rhodes Island affair. Excuse us. They not like Rhodes Island? What's wrong with us? Benefactor, are you okay? Haha, they gave me such a start, I sprained my ankle. I'm okay though. Flamebringer, but blue? Nothing, mate. Messenger accompanied by the Department of Discipline and Supervision's deputy monitor censor as his retainer. What a load of poppycock. They really took us for fools. It seems they're also well aware of the bizarre events in which we found ourselves at Kuu City and Mount Huchi. Even a fool can glean that the sisters are no ordinary beings, but all this is a little beyond imagination. English. Let us head back to Liang's estate first. Now's not the time to be wandering around. We need to meet up with them as soon as possible. I like how this little guy's just following us around. Huh? What about him? Nah, it was probably just some small critter. This little guy just following everybody around. Just not like you to sigh so much. Are you so unhappy to see me tonight, my lord? No. Is something the matter? Must I have urgent matters to speak your companionship? No. When shall we take to the mountains and see the plays? The weather is still cold. I heard you've been ill as of late. You should be avoiding the mountains. This is always the case in early spring. It makes me long for the hot tea served at Shih Tzu Peak. Right, I will go with you when I have time. That was your guest, was he not? You were never one to engage in small talk with messengers. Perhaps you might settle for leave the goods there. Stop wasting my time. No, I doubt you'd say that last part. After all, you are a man of proper etiquette, my lord. Nothing escapes you, Miss Ning. Where is he from? Lugman. So far away. He came all this way to see you. I should not have intruded. Not at all. He's not one to mind such trivalities. My, how strange to think you'd say that about someone. Here, I thought you'd be the same aloof man to everyone. I don't... What is he doing here? I entrusted some matters to him. What sorts of matters? All trivial. So you invited an old friend from 1,000 miles away for trivial matters. If you're not going to tell me, I shan't ask. However, this world is full of hardships. Such is life. If you were to anguish over each and every one of them, you would only be overburdening yourself. It's just his coworker. Didn't Liang say this guest room was for me to use as I please? Let's ignore the fact that you came into my room uninvited. Why are you making my tea? My tea, mind you. Oh my god, why is she here? It's not yours, it's Mr. Liang's. And I made you a cup of tea. Or I made you a cup too. So satisfied? I don't know, I said sacrifice. So you plan to continue your accusations, Miss Du. Take a guess. I don't suppose you're bold enough to try anything in such a pretty mansion. Why don't you start by telling me why you're here? Aren't you the confident one? Still carefree enough to make conversation with me? Well, you made tea. All right, fine. I'll get to the point. I'm here because I need your help. All right. Huh? Now that's odd. I thought you were going to be more cautious. Why so agreeable? Liang let you into his home. What is there to worry about? Do you know him? I pleaded with him to let me in, that's all. My father's always had a good relationship with the government. I see. Last time we met, I was going to steal your cup. Not mine, Mr. Liang's. Let him deal with the troublesome stuff. I only bother with whatever trouble comes my way. So believe me. What reason do I have to hold a grudge against a young lady? All of us were young once, and all of us had to put up an act just to save face. Who's saving face? Did you get into a fight with the innkeeper? I'm starting to understand just what a terrifying person you are. You seem lax and carefree, but you actually know everything like the back of your like the back of your hand. People like you are the most terrifying. At the very least, I wouldn't attack someone with a chair on our first meeting. Now, tell me what this is about. And to be honest, this is a negotiation. Innkeeper Chang, my father took on a job from a court noble. They want that wine cup of yours. About what I figured, but earlier you were helping him with that. Why the sudden change of heart? I won't go into the details. It's just I don't want him to succeed. So, will you not believe me if I don't tell you why? Try not to ask questions that you already know the answer to. You want to come across as sincere. If he succeeds, it doesn't matter how big a role I played. He'll make me take full credit for it. Zach, your thumbnails are always good. Yo, I appreciate that. The Escort Association has made itself a lot of enemies, and for all weight it has to throw around, it's stuck by the old rules even now that the messenger industry has taken off. They've always left out for being slower to react than anyone else. That's why my father always told me to keep my mouth shut to hide my shortcomings. He wants me to act like a frivolous playgirl who pisses away his riches. Also, no one will give me a second thought. Then I secretly run errands for the court, both to curry favor and win over my lackeys. Only then will he finally entrust me with the family business. Well, that's an innkeeper for you, always so calculating. But I'm not part of the equation. Whether it's the Wui, who will inherit the association, or the Misdu, who's always throwing money around, both are what others expect me to be. So you want to take this chance to ensure your old man has to stay put and right the ship. That way you won't need to take over as the new innkeeper. Am I getting this right? Not quite. The royal court doesn't often come to the association with a job. If this deal falls through, there's no way my father is going to hand me the keys to the association just yet. Most people my age look to me for a way out. I told him that if my father's deal falls through, the association won't expect anything from us youngsters anymore. But either way, you're still waiting for your old man to pass the baton to you. What's the difference? That's nothing more than an arrangement to keep us in line. Once I inherit the association, I will have to follow the rules. And the rules go way beyond my father. That's why you've come to me, to help you put on this play of yours. That it is. Dude, is that your name, my lady? Well, what about it? Oh, the silent autumn night lingers sorrows yet grapple my heart, a long night that never ceases. Yoe refers to the long night from that lovely poem. Too bad I prefer going out at twilight. Since this is a deal though, what's in it for me? There's somebody out there from the royal court who wants what you have, but you didn't let them have it. Do you understand what this means? My friend never told me to hand it over. Besides, isn't he a member of said court? Mr. Liang had you come all this way. He has something else for you, doesn't he? Only trivial matters. Whatever, I don't really care. It's just now that it's come to this, you won't be able to pretend you've got nothing to do with it anymore, no matter what you intend. I can help you out. At the very least, I can guarantee you won't make it. I can guarantee you'll make it back to Lungmen in one piece. Fair point. It's a deal then. It's a deal. Talking to you is easier than I expected. Relax, I may not want to be the innkeeper, but all my friends my age have more than a few things to say about our elders, and all of them following my orders. You say you don't want to take over the association, but aren't you doing the same thing? Times have changed. Right. I can't help but feel you're hiding something, but fine, I'll be nothing but trouble if they find me here. Call me Lee. All right, Lee, we'll meet again. The innkeeper may seem a kind, amiable man, but his daughter. Oh, Lord. Uncle Lee. You're visiting Uncle Liang, right? Right. I really don't want to go on this trip. I'll keep an eye out for your dad. With any luck, I might even drag him back here. Thanks. Oh, don't be like that. Don't expect too much either. Yang is a big place. Too big to find someone that easily. Waifu. Look, I need you to know. It doesn't matter if you're going to tell him off, hammer him with questions, or let bygones be bygones and fawn over him. If I do find him, you'll need to face him on your own. It's only when you catch your fool of a dad's shadow that he'll turn back to look at you. That's the kind of man he is. She's still not in my base. I'll be in Shangshu for a while. If I hear anything about him, I'll let you know. And once you're ready, come find me. I understand. That prick Liang neglecting his guests like this without so much as telling me his next move? The tea isn't the best I've had, but the pot is quite the work of art. A fine teapot indeed. A full calligraphy set too. Fairly old-fashioned for a guest room. I see Liang's tastes haven't changed. Ugh. Phew, that journey took it all out of me. I'm past due for a break. After all that abuse I've taken from him, I'm pooped. I am pooped and have pooped. Okay, I thought we were stuck for a minute. Oh god, he teleported. Where am I? Oh, it's the little beast. Heyo. Really lovely for the lady. You know how it is. So are we on after or before? Pretty sure we're on after, right? Before? I think we just did before, did we not? I thought I just read before. Yeah, okay, we just read this one. I totally forgot. Yeah, when I read for like 20 minutes, I kind of forget where I'm at. Not gonna lie. The Sangshu Mountains are full of walkways winding through its steep peaks. Oh my god, among the clouds. Sign stands here are contemporaries. Sign stands here. The sign itself is new, and so are the letters written upon it. The words, however, are old. The mountain is old, and so are the stone steps. The cable cars and the people, however, are all new. I scratch my head and am surprised to find my hair less of a damp mess than expected. It is though somebody indescribable is some what? It is as though some indescribable sensation is enlightening my entire body and soul. All one's vivid daytime memories quickly fade, yet they thoughtfully drift back when needed. He's getting bald. For a second I thought he was losing his hair. I decided to make my way up. I'm not sure why I do so, but even if these steps took me immediately heavenward, I would still ascend. As if it is my response to my sincerity, I find yet another sign around the corner. A new sign, this time accompanied by new words. It resembles one that advertises septic sports for tourists. I'm not going to try to do that. I guess I am. Xinjiang Peak. Is that where I am? Hell, anybody home? Or hello, anyone home? Hello, anyone home? Fine, now that I'm here, might as well make the best of this. I was climbing all the way. There seems to be a pavilion in the distance. Strange, I feel like I've seen this place before. We don't often get visitors here. Are you heading to the pavilion? Oh my god, who's this? Oh no, I'm just going to take a peek. What is this place? Shusang Peak. One of the Sangshu's 3 mountains and 17 peaks. 18, not 17. The path to the pavilion isn't an easy one. Some must have had a lot of free time to build it there. Someone must have a lot of free time to build it there. Looks like there's somebody up there though. Of course, why else would you build a pavilion? And you're sweeping snow here? Correct. There's nobody here. I haven't listened to it all because I was waiting for the music video. They've only come after the snow is cleared. Who will? Who knows? But you're here now, aren't you? Isn't the one at the Pavelton beckoning you? What's up, Red Comet? Oh, watch your step. The path is slippery when it's snowy. Is everyone here? Correct. Masters won't let us in on the fun, and the innkeeper is always busy with his customers. The only ones missing are those still sitting around waiting for table scraps. Are you sure we don't have to listen to innkeeper Chen? Can we back out? Huh? You still want to follow him? Might as well quit martial arts and work as one of his cooks. All the logistics companies have been swimming in dough with how busy they are. But no, the old man is so in love with his rules that he'd rather open a restaurant than compete. He must be senile or something. To innkeeper Chang, a restaurant is an upstanding business, while attracting the word logistics to the Qingyu name would merely sully the association. He'd never accept that. And why does he think that? How would I know? We all know old man Chang's scared of everything these days. After all those years running the escort association, only now when he's about to kick the bucket does he realize how many people he's offended for nothing. At this rate, the association is done for, with or without anyone kicking down our doors. But this is a huge job for the court, right? You sure it's okay to screw it up on purpose? This will only work because it's a huge job. I know what I'm doing. Help, thief! Don't let him get away. Huh? Is that part of your plan too, Miss Du? Of course not. Let's go. The MV is the best thing to react to? Yeah. It seems your friend is asleep. Well, it's getting awfully late after nothing but small talk. Then what of the play? We'll discuss this another time. You should rest. Try not to go outside so often. You need to take care of yourself. I visit because there are matters more pressing to me than my health. You mean the plays? Mm-hmm. I can't leave while I still have duties to attend to. Is that your way of berating me for idling about it all day? Of course not. Help, thief! A thief? How bizarre. A thief at the Liang estate. You head on inside. I will take a look. What is going on here? Oh, Mr. Liang, I just arrived myself. You two are Lee's guests, and that makes you my guest as well. As your host, I apologize for the disturbance. Mr. Liang. Wait, she's here. Hey, look at her name, chat. Chat, look at her name. She's one of us. One of us. Mr. Liang, I was just preparing to leave for the day when all of a sudden I saw a silhouette upon the wall. A silhouette. Yes, and it looked like it was holding a box. She's part of the group, chat. I didn't even know about her. To Lee's room, hurry. One of us. I heard you screaming. Part-time or NPC, bro? We're in the game, chat. The lady sweeping snow was right. It was difficult. It was a difficult climb. And now that I made it, the person I saw is gone. Hey, are you still here? I am. What is this place anyway? The pinnacle of your hike. In other words, the summit. Why do you summon me here? You are the one who called me. I did. Right. I'm here to reminisce with you about the old days. How about a match? I'll pass. There's no suspense to it, much less any enjoyment. Oh, looking down on me. So you only want a drinking buddy then? I'm here to give you a small gift. It says Lee ? So this is like an a different personality of Lee? It's been decades since we last met. Forget the gift. It's the thought that counts. Only a few decades, like the snap of a finger. What's this? A pair, one black and one white, like light and shadow coexisting in harmony. Pick one and I'll keep the other. What's the matter? Not to your liking. You can fool others and you can fool our other siblings, but you can't fool me. Wait, Lee's part of the siblings? You. Are you not afraid of losing this whole game? I am, yet also not. Besides, I didn't exactly have a choice. What was that? What was the flash of that? Lee. No, don't wake him up. I want to see what the hell's happening. Was that all a dream? Are you okay? I'm not so old that you need to worry about me kicking the bucket in my sleep. What's the matter? Sir, someone just spotted a thief making off with a case that looked just like yours. Is that case gone? You mean the wine cup? Don't worry, it's right here. How did you... The box only contains an ordinary teapot I took from the cupboard, painted black with ink. I'm not stupid enough to leave it out in the open knowing someone is after it. My good man, you are every bit the cunning genius that Cruz described. Bruce. Mr. Liang. Someone out there is bold enough to provoke the magistrate for an old antique. If every thief were this brazen, the LGD would only need to guard street food stands. So isn't it time that you told me what this is about? I will tell you everything you need to know. Which also coincides with the other matter I need your help with. Find its owner. I see. Some actual detective work this time. Before that though, Mr. Nothing, where's that benefactor of yours, Cruz? Did she chase after him? I'll go check on her. I followed them all the way to this night market, but isn't it a bit too lively? Did I lose him? Let me check this direction. Oh God. Oops, my bad. You're from this afternoon. I don't suppose you'd believe me if I said I had nothing to do with this. I haven't even said anything yet. But put yourself in my shoes. As soon as I arrived in Sangshu, I ran into somebody trying to rob my friend. And now, again, would you believe that's a coincidence? Don't worry though, I'll give you plenty of time to work out your excuse. Might as well save my breath then. And then they beat the hell out of each other. I'll go this way, you check over there. Right then, I'm counting on you, Brother Lee. Hold on. Is something the matter? What's that? Besides your feet? I don't see anything. Must be my eyes playing tricks. Maybe someone's pet. Let's go. The little guy. Show me him. Yes. Look how cute he is. Strange object. It's not nice to call him an object. He's a pet. Not just an object, chat. He matters, okay? Doggo. Yeah, he matters. He's not just a thing. This isn't it. If things were really so simple, then I would find myself worried about Mr. Liang's eye for talent. Mr. Chen, do we know anything about the visitor from Lugman yet? He's an old friend of Liang's. Anything special about him? We have a few unclear leads, but I can at least guarantee that this affair has nothing to do with Lord Wei. That's my father's greatest worry taken care of. True though, considering the sort of methods that Lord Wei of Lugman usually employs, if he were involved, we wouldn't be sitting here enjoying hot tea right now. I've heard many anecdotes about him over the years. It's a shame that I've never had the chance to visit Lugman to see his exploits with my own eyes. I'm surprised that you show such a keen interest in someone like him. I walked the world of Kung Fu in my younger years, and I've heard he's a fine swordsman, that's all. I see, it's true that he's a swordsman. As for his swordsmanship, though, all I know is rumors. In any case, can we assume it's Mr. Liang himself who chose to involve the Lugmanite? Undoubtedly. Is he the only remaining variable and also Liang's only trump card? Mr. Liang should have been on our side. The man he chose should not have been tied to deceive me either. It's an illogical move. Huh? Hi, little child. Have a burp rag? Break TOS to feed a baby on stream. Oh. I must feed the child, chat. Fine, take your time. Drink milk, get strong. If I can press spacebar move, does it do it? I don't want to do that. Oh. Hold on. All right. Okay. Bubba. Feeding EXP. I'm feeding her pots, chat, so she can grow strong. And materials. What is your deal, Pickle? Here. Her face pretty red? Might be the camera. It has like a color thing on it. Like, so it changes the saturation. Supposed to make the colors look better, chat. Well, it doesn't work on babies though. It was not meant for baby faces. It's supposed to trick you guys into thinking that I'm not a pale man. You quit turning away from the milk. Mr. Liang doesn't have much of a choice himself. If only... No, it wouldn't have mattered. Isn't her presence in Sangshu the reason everything has gotten so out of hand? You good? Okay. The three mounts and 17 peaks, a place guided by the presence of a deity. In eras past, Sangshu was a place where many dreamed, not only people, but all inanimate things. As the saying goes, all things in the world can be deified with souls, and all words in the realm can be summarized in a sigh. She's reading. I'm reading her a story, chat, now. Catch my eye. According to legend, a millennium ago, the Yantanese towns were scattered all over the country. It is only when our Sangshu forebears all collectively saw the same dream that they chose to settle down on these lands. Like, she's so loud when I'm reading. The legends of Sangshu have always been so magnificent. Outsiders may see it as a mere legend, but to the locals, it is history. The operator from the medical company Cruise, was it? If it wasn't for your help, she would likely have caught up with me. Caught up to me. You have my thanks, Mr. Cheng. Reading a story within a story. You once saved my daughter from hearing her hot-headedness lead to a disaster. It is only natural for me to come to your aid. At the end of the day, Rose Island is an unknown. What do you think, Innkeeper? They are not a part of the game. They are nonetheless standing very close to the table. All right, I'll slow down. Good. I've rarely seen a young woman with such fine techniques, though. Seeing her chase after you gave me a good idea of her abilities. What's up, Hassan? And what's your assessment? She may be young, but she's a battle-hardened veteran. Oh, did you arrive at that conclusion as Cheng the innkeeper or Cheng Kuti, the asker of the frost? Asker to the frost? She do be drinking milk. She is drinking it, yeah. Both. You haven't once looked away from that fake cup. I'm only reminiscing about the goblet's origin or original form. When we crossed that wilderness all those years ago, we ran into a group of bandits. Not one of them smoked anti-ease, and we hadn't the slightest idea where they came from. They blew up the cavern and tried to steal our wares. Through our escort association colleagues stopped them. Though our escort association colleagues stopped them, still there are far too many, all obsessed with our wares, and they were following us. They had followed us for 200 miles. You wanna chill out or what? Getting kind of zonked. Oh, no, this way. No burpee? No burpee? I can hear her breath. Yeah, I know. She breathes so loud. Yeah, Conchi. Little hangnails. Sit back. She's getting to the point where she can like hold her neck up and like do things with her neck, so it actually makes it like harder to eat. She always looks the opposite way. I know you're gonna get mad. That's why I want you to look this way so you'll eat it. Right here. Silly child. Okay, so it was raining, visibility was low, and there was a light in the sight. A light in sight. The bandits, who knew the terrain much better, followed us like shadows. We were afraid to counterattack, lest they have some kind of underhanded trick up their sleeves. We were too afraid to run either, lest we couldn't shake them. For what I heard, the shoe regulator once secretly commissioned the renowned Exu Escort Association to transport an item, only for it to be lost in an accident en route. She's messing with me because I can hear my own voice, so I can hear her breathing in my ears. This was my fault. I'm afraid I'm not very good with comforting words, Mr. Chen. I simply never expected that the next time I met a crossbowman of such horrifying prowess would be in my own hometown, in the dead center of the city, under a well-lit night, all for the same goblet. I truly cannot begin to explain how I feel. How did you escape then, Mr. Chen? What do you mean? Oh, the incident you were just talking about, of course. My father always tells me that I am still very young and inexperienced, and should learn from my elders. If you would continue to share your story with me, I'll gladly listen. Oh, Sui? Okay, I see. Luck on my side. Luck was on my side that night. 2 of my men were hurt, good men. Neither of them made it. The association rule is to save the goods, then the men. We all knew the risk when we joined the business. But when the injured dead, but with the injured dead and the goods threatened, that actually freed us to do as we please. It was pouring that night, helped to wash the blood off our blades. Wait, what? What did he do? Kill everybody? So you just need me to find the cup's owner, correct? By the owner, you mean the buyer or the collector? Owner or not? Silly little lady. Not quite. It would be a much simpler matter if that were the case. Why do you keep leaning so far back? That's strange. The cup was shockingly cheap, but according to the black market appraisal I stole from the smugglers, it seems it's an actual antique through and through. Who's the man of the hour then? I don't know their name, nor anything else really. Their gender, their race, their age. Well, where am I supposed to start then? Are you even sure they're in Sangshu? That much is certain, and only that. How do you know? Suppose our friend decides to take a trip, wouldn't that make this a huge waste of time? No, they are in Sangshu, I can guarantee you that. If they had left Sangshu, I would have been notified. Strange, so you can monitor them, but you can't locate them. That's right. That is kind of weird. Are they some sort of monster or an enlightened deity? Now that you mention that, they kind of are. You'll know what I mean once you see them. So they must leave some kind of indication that they're there. Is that some kind of funny business government officials have to deal with it? Is this the kind of funny business government officials have to deal with these days? Fine, I won't probe any further if you don't want to tell me. It's just that not much of a lead is in the. It's just that not much of a lead in a town this big. They're most likely hiding in one of the 3 mounts. All right, you're getting down almost. You're fine. Whoa, chill on your head. Sure. Lean your head way too far back. Done? Want the last bit of this? Or you done? Making all kinds of noises. Maybe she wants to burp? Yeah. You all high off that milk or what, sis? She's so funny. Like, she'll eat a bunch and then she'll be like zonked out of her mind from the milk. What's in the milk, huh? Hold on, let me get your eye. Stop moving. No. Got a gooby in your eye. A little gooby. Done? Done? I think she's chilling. Okay. There's only a little bit left, but I won't force it. On this? Just want to hang out. Want to hang out? What are you giving me that look for? Huh, silly? Okay, anyway. They're most likely hiding in one of the 3 mounts. How do you figure? Our friend is unpredictable, but every once in a while they show up at the mountainside liquor shops to buy alcohol, and with no regulatory for it or whatsoever. Oh, so definitely Zling. But they have never come down to the valleys, never have they appeared in the nomadic cities, in which case they're most likely somewhere in the mountains. Very well then, the 3 mounts and 17 peaks it is. Sounds like a fun trip. Legend has it that our friend is an appreciator of fine weather and scenery, and they enjoy lounging in pavilions and writing poetry all the more. Legend, huh? It is more than mere legend, actually. So you're familiar with them? Not exactly. In the end, you might just have to try your luck, troublesome as it sounds. Do we have a deadline? I'd appreciate it if you take care of this as soon as possible. As you can tell, a few too many people are already mixed up in this affair. The longer it continues, the greater the chance it'll get even more out of hand. As for the cup, seeing as someone has their eyes on it, we should keep it in the safety of my estate. Amazing, Mr. Liang. At first you had me bring it to you across thousands of miles, and then you want me to find its owner, and now you won't even let me hold it. You're really putting me in quite a bind. Perhaps next time you'll arrange for me to help you from a comfort of Lugman. This is a sign of trust in you. It's true, though, that if someone had their eyes on it, then keeping it on my person is asking for trouble. As for the Chengyu Inn, we're investigating it. Be careful on your way. If you need help, I can arrange for someone to accompany you. No need. A bodyguard tagging along would just make me stand out. It's trouble, and you know it. Are you certain you'll be fine on your own, though? Sure, as long as you aren't hiding anything else from me. I'm looking for somebody not investigating a scary muggler ring in Lugman. How much trouble can it be? At least talk to Master Shen. As a a veteran boatman, he can help you get anywhere in Sangshu. Very well. Incidentally, is there a Shangjing peak amongst Sangshu's 3 mounts and 17 peaks? Veterinarian boatman. Yeah. Just how stubborn are you, bitch? Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I didn't mean to read that. Well, you're the one, and you're the only lead I've got not letting you go. How about you sit up? Stop leaning your head so far back. Why do you want your head so far back? You're all alone with no lackeys. Are you sure you want to start a fight in a bustling part of the town like this? How much did that thief from Legman pay you to cover him like this? I don't know how things got to this point, but Mr. Lee is one of our most important partners. Partners? Business then, and you believe him just like that. You're sure he's not swindling you? Can't believe they didn't censor that word. I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff, like even in the Dark Knight memoir stuff, they cuss quite a bit. I trust Rose Island, so I trust him. Simple as that. Oh, seems we won't be coming to an agreement then. Looks like. But Innkeeper Chen also said not to get you any what? But Innkeeper Chen also said not to get you any more mixed up in this than you already are. Oh, judging by your reaction, Mr. Lee's got it right then. You're in this with this innkeeper. You play me for a fool, aren't you? You're just some shady girl with who knows where, or from who knows where. How dare you make a fool of me? She has the B word pass. Fine, I'll make you pay for this. So we're doing this for real, huh? All right, I'll actually have I've actually got a few things to ask you. Nothing to do with Mr. Lee, but still. Yo, why is Crew's thighs like that though, chat? Regarding Miss Du, she may be my daughter, but I'm ashamed to say she's still very immature. No, she's your family, and I'm in no position to meddle in your household affairs. How many inns and restaurants have you opened here in your town? Oh, I've spent my entire life savings on this business. Fortunately, my old pals take care of me these days. The connections I made over the years finally come in handy. While it takes connections to survive in this business, of course, in the end, it all comes down to how capable you are. Being a businessman is one thing entirely. It still takes skills to start a business, but connections to build up. Because Crew's artist is culture. All experience went to her thighs. No doubt you are already well aware of that, though. Not at all. My father always tells me that youngsters like me lack... Oh, what youngsters like me lack isn't persistence or conviction. It's understanding of everything that surrounds us. There you go. I gotta split up, though. I knew that. Good. Waiting for that. Over my fingers. Lean back. I promise you it feels better if you lean back. Big old burp. Well, luckily we held off on the rest of that, didn't we? I don't think you want any more. No, I don't think you need to have more. Just hold on. Did she vomit? She burped up. She didn't vomit. It's normal for babies to burp, like burp up a little bit of their food. She's got a pea-sized stomach. So sometimes when they have like a big ass burp like that, they'll burp up a little bit. Wise words indeed, being holed up in a castle in the clouds is no way to live. Still, General, I remember how to say his name now. No. General Zhao, is that how you say it? Is a good father, but it doesn't matter what your father thinks. What is truly important is what you think. Don't worry about that too much. When you are young, there's no shame in letting your frustration, curiosity, or anger get the better of you. On the contrary, young man, you don't want to lose your edge too early. Thank you for your advice. My advice wasn't just for you. It may sound simple, but it's no simple matter. I had to hear it for myself all the same. My daughter, what a headache she is. Oh God. Nice moves. Spare me the act. It didn't even connect. How come you're like a whole different person when you're fighting? My mate, Mr. Nothing, is like that too. All of you Antonese like that. I don't want to hurt anyone, that's all. You called us thieves, didn't you? Aren't you going a little too easy on a thief? Save it. That's not going to fly this time. How about we stop beating around the bush then? Sure thing, I'm all for it. Gotta warn you though, I'm not exactly speaking for Mr. Lee here. It doesn't matter, neither you nor the con man are the honest sort. The sooner we get this conversation over, the better. Who did you say you were again? Codename Cruz, an operator currently on deployment from Rhodes Island. So Mr. Nothing is that guy's codename. Something like that. He's not quite on the job just yet, though. You work behind fake names, hiding knives behind your smiles. What a sketchy lot. Whoa, never heard that one before. Someone hired us to take the cut back from the Lugmanite. Yantonese is a tricky language, and I can't say I've had time to master it, but wouldn't you say the phrase "take it back" here is a little too convenient? I trust Mr. Lee if you really had a grievance, or if it was all just a misunderstanding. Did I really have to come to blows? This is the Yantonese heartland, not Sarkassa or Belvedere. Olivier? Violence won't get you anywhere. You just spit your binky out. I have my reasons to open with hostilities instead of courteousness. That said, do you seriously not know anything? Yantonese? Oh, so now I'm the one getting played for a fool here. Huh? If you really don't know, you best stay out of this and dig no further. I've already spoken with the Lugmanite. If you insist on sticking your nose in this, you'll ruin it for everyone. Well, aren't you a righteous one? What we are doing is righteous. Naturally, our reasons are righteous too. What are you smiling about? You like the story? Now that I've told you this much, I might as well make this clear whether you believe it or not. I didn't rob the Liang estate, but you know who did. Perhaps. You say you've already talked to Mr. Lee, so how about a truce? Can you give us an explanation we can accept? An explanation? You said the Lugmanite was hired by the Magistrate Liang to deliver a goblet from Lugman. So the one who hired the escort association would be someone even Liang is afraid to offend. Working out a poop? I wish you would like move your head upwards. It bugs me that you have it like directly looking at me. It's beyond complicated. Don't count on me to explain it to you. Miss Dew. Benefactor, are you all right? You punk, you here to get in our way too. I haven't even said anything yet. Oh, you don't want the binky? Okay. Get him, boys. That's enough chit chat for one night. Excuse me. Get out of here. Stop badgering that guy already. All right. Hey, first you say you'll come get me, and now you don't. Must you always give me such trouble? Hold on. You ain't half bad, and you know how to listen, so I'll leave you with a piece of advice. The mountain rapids are turbulent and steep. Stay out of this. Benefactor. I'm fine, don't worry. Sorry. This is the way you sleep with your head up in the air. Miss Dew, are you okay? Aren't those two working with the Lugmanite? Why don't we just tell them the truth? I know what I'm doing. Oh. Old man Chang wants to dump this on us. Well, that's not going to happen. I've got to deal with the Lugmanite. The old banner has flown long enough. It's time to switch it out for a new one. Okay. And that was after, right? Or was that before? That was before. All right. How much stamina do I have?
Hey, leader.
Hey, leader. Might want to bone a little bit more. Wait, this one doesn't have a story? Anyway. I'm gonna burn a little bit more stam.
Anyone we've left behind?
Get around, guys. ターゲットが視界から消えちゃうのは嫌よね。幻覚が見えるかしら。
Yeah, the lights are bright, sister. Sorry. Oh shit. She's looking at me like, what the hell?
Follow me.
Why are the lights so bright? You just burp again.
This long night too shall now end.
You're definitely working something up. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to take advantage of it as much as I can. Trying to get as many rocks as I can. Another Aether Gazer tweet seems to be hinting at something. Let me check it out. Yo, I'm super excited to see what the hell's going on with that. I thought we were gonna have to wait because on their site, isn't it like a 10-day thing? Like if I load up their site, it says like 9 days. But then recently we've been getting stuff like this. And it says 804. I wonder though, I wonder if this is just going to be the announcement for whatever this is. So it's probably going to be an announcement for the closed beta. Is actually kind of what I think it's going to be. Like tomorrow, I think we get an announcement that there's going to be a closed beta and it's going to be 9 days from now. At least that's my thought process. But I'm super happy that Yostar is the one taking mantle of bringing it to global. So I think it'll be pretty good for that. We do love the Yostar. I hate teapot crab. Teapot crabs are like super tanky. Like for nothing too. Like why? Oh yeah, the vase dragon's also annoying just because it's like only arts, right? Honestly, Arknights is my like my last gacha game, so whatever gacha comes out, I don't care anymore. I can kind of understand that. I don't mind gacha games if they're done like, you know, nicely, I guess. Just use AoE.
Don't you fret. No matter.
It's much kinder than Face Grand Order. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the gacha rates and stuff like that are going to be for Aether Gazer. I've heard that they're kind of steep, so I don't really know though. This is my last gacha game. You guys are quitting gacha games? Gacha games are the foundation to our life. You have all these little hangnails. They must be annoying. School's taking away your gacha time. I can understand that. It's too expensive otherwise, yeah. I mean, if you're really trying to like spend a little bit of money and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to be free to play in other games.
Follow me.
I mean, I'm at this point like, holy shit, bro. You scared the shit out of me doing that. How about you don't do that? At this point, I only really like to talk about gacha games that are like interesting. I know a lot of stuff pops up, but that's kind of like why I stopped covering anything that's in CN or JP, because it's like, I don't know, they're cool and all, but I know that the language barrier is going to be there and I'm not going to really want to play it or care to play it until it comes to global. So I just kind of stopped looking at CN games or like JP games. The only one I really have my eyes on is the Full Metal Alchemist game, and that's only because I love Full Metal Alchemist so much that I'm kind of willing to check it out even without. But the thing is, I love Full Metal Alchemist for its story. so I probably won't play very long because, like, obviously, if I can't understand it, I don't really want to do it. There's a Full Metal Alchemist game, yeah. Or there's going to be in the next day or so. Hold on, let me go. I think I liked one of their tweets. And then Zen Zone Zero also looks pretty good, and Tower of Fantasy looks alright. Yeah, it's this game right here. There's a game for everything. Yeah, there really is. Let me get that started before I switch over. Yeah, so it's this one. I think it actually comes the next day or so. Yeah, on the 4th. So might actually be today because this is, I'm not really sure if it's a day behind or what. Pre-download started. So yeah, this is basically it though. I don't know if you guys like Full Metal Alchemist, but this is the only reason I'm gonna try it out, just because I have a soft spot for Full Metal Alchemist. It looks pretty good too. Now I don't know if it like I don't know if eventually there's gonna be like a global side of it. I mean, I don't know. Hold on. There's like gameplay here in a bit, but you can see that the graphics actually look pretty damn good. Honestly, it kind of looks like a console game. Not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty good.
Don't you fret. No matter the environment.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the only drawback to it is that right now it's only gonna be in JP, and it looks like it has pretty heavily like story stuff. So I'd love to get into it if it ever had global. And then here's the battle for it. Here's like the actual gameplay. So I think it's turn-based though, like in a grid style. Yeah, so here's kind of what it looks like. So it's a grid style type of thing. Or it's just going to be the story of Full Metal Alchemist. So I mean, yeah, they have a story already there. But it looks very well done animation-wise. So I'll definitely be giving it a try. Again, the whole thing that sucks is like obviously the language barrier, because I love the story of Full Metal Alchemist. So I don't know, it looks kind of fun. It kind of looks like, in some ways, like the grid style and stuff. I'm kind of interested to see how that plays. But other than that, Zenless Zone Zero also looks pretty good as well. A turn-based strategy game. I kind of like the fact that like it's not only like turn-based, but it has like let me find the tile thing. Like the tile stuff actually looks pretty damn interesting. Like this, like it almost looks like a Capcom type of thing, because it almost looks like you can maybe hide behind these. I'm not sure if there's cover mechanics in this one, but you can definitely see that there's like almost like a Capcom, or not Capcom, XCOM style to it. The genre is just called tactic. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was strategic or what it was called. I'm not really like that familiar with XCOM and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with like XCOM and stuff, so I didn't know the actual terminology for it, but I don't know if you can cover and stuff like that, but honestly, that'd be pretty cool, because like turn-based games are like whatever, I guess, in some right, but if they're like this, where it's like you're actually having to kind of take, I don't know, like a little bit of planning, pre-planning maybe is the word I want to use, then this is kind of dope. So yeah, I'll be checking that out as well. I don't know if I'll stream it. I'm not really sure. But that's the only one that's JP wise that I'm actually interested in. It seems like it has different, yeah, it kind of looked like there was a spot where you could actually roam around. So I don't know, maybe it has different spots where you can do different things. But it's basically that. Zenless Zone Zero, which is tomorrow night, actually, for me. I'll be streaming it tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll go live a little bit earlier, but I'm not really sure what type of game Zenless Zero is going to be, but a lot of people said that it's probably going to be like pretty action focused, so that'd be pretty dope. So there's a couple of games that I Yeah, maybe a roaming area. Maybe it could be like where you can roam around, but as soon as you see somebody and you like do your initial attack, you go into like the sequence of like, you know, the turn-based stuff. I can see that happening. Well, that one looks pretty interesting. Zenless Zone Zero looks pretty interesting. Tower of Fantasy looks okay. I kind of want to do Tower of Fantasy just for the fact that it has co-op, and I think it would be fun to play with like viewers. If I'm being honest. Yeah, kind of like Pokemon. Yeah, a little bit.
Is this someone else we gotta save?
Kind of wanted a game where we could hop on multiplayer wise and we could do like, I don't know, viewer hangouts or something. I think that's it though. I don't really want to add too many games to the channel. Arknights is like my favorite game currently, and the game that I have the most enjoyment from, just from like literally everything. Arknights, I enjoy pretty much everything about it. But I do want to like 1 or 2 other games just so I have something else to kind of rotate in and out, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Just so I can kind of like not be burnt out. Is roguelike? That'd be pretty dope though. I'm a kind of a sucker for roguelike stuff. And then the other one I guess is Project Nero Cloud. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Although I think Project Nero Cloud is going to be more niche, I suppose. So I don't think it'll get kind of like the attention, honestly. Yeah, it's a Girls Front Line one. I know a lot of people said that they don't really want to play it. Mainly because if they're not into Girls Front Line, it might be hard. I don't know if this is actually showing anything. Okay, it doesn't show anything. But yeah, it's basically like a roguelike. Yeah, it's a roguelike. So literally the main mechanic on this game is roguelike. Like you do all your stages and stuff and it's a roguelike. It's pretty interesting.
Lord,
is a prequel? Oh, if it's a prequel, that's actually pretty dope because then you can get into it and it may prompt people to want to know the rest. I was looking for some gameplay, but maybe they don't have it yet. Why do you keep putting your head back? Here, right here. Right. You go potty or something? Like that? IS2 the game? I mean, literally. Hold on. Let me find something on YouTube. I'll show you. Hold on, my sweet child. I think this is the one I watched last time. It was kind of fun to play. Yeah, I definitely just don't think it's gonna be like super popular, but basically it's like auto chess with roguelike elements to it. What? Okay. What is that, huh? What are you mad about? Frankies. So it kind of has like auto chess elements to it. Is I guess the best way to describe it. But yeah, you have like roguelike elements even in the natural like stages and stuff like that. So you just go through here and you can do different choices and stuff. You think she needs to sleep? She's chilling. Sometimes it just depends on how I'm holding her. She doesn't like the game. Yeah, she doesn't like the game. Hates the game, chat. But this one looks kind of cool just because it has roguelike elements, but like I said, I don't think it's gonna get a lot of love, honestly, because it's kind of a nicher game, I guess. So it literally is IS2 the game. Yeah, some of the games that are like kind of well established and stuff like that, it's kind of hard because like you've missed out on so much, it feels like. That's why I like the way that Arknights does it, because you have access to all like the old stuff, like story wise. And you can go in there and kind of like reread stuff, and you even have some of the different events that you can actually get some of the different rewards from. So it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of don't like how the maps look. I will say, like, the actual maps, if you're talking about like the gameplay maps, they look a little generic in a lot of ways. Like, they look like they probably get pretty like rinse and repeat, but I'm not really sure. I don't know if it eventually gets to a point where it's like a little bit, I don't know, different, I guess. But you can see like the map design is pretty much the same, but it might just be because that's like the stages or something like that. I'm not really sure, honestly. I haven't played a lot of it because when it came out on CN, I was like, whatever. It looked a lot of fun, but I didn't really want to do it. But yeah, it's basically auto chess IS2 the game, but the cutscenes look damn good, but they skipped it. IRL gambling and gotcha. Yeah, here we go. We actually got to see a little bit of that one, but they have cool cutscenes. That's all I really know. I'm not really sure how good the story is, or if it's gonna have VA or anything like that, but pterodactyl on that. Anyway, not too many games I'm really excited about. Oh my god, I thought you dropped your binky. Don't do that. Although I have a ton of stuff to do in Arknights, so I just don't know how much time I'm really gonna have for another game, but really hoping Zinla Zone Zero is fun tomorrow. I think it was the same stage, but with tweaks to it. Yeah, I don't know if that's just because it's like technically on the same, like on the same stage or what. Like, I don't know if it's all just part of the same spot, and then once you go onto the next stage, it's a different setup. I'm not really sure. You want a staring contest? You want a staring contest? I'm pretty bummed out that we didn't get to play Nikkei. I was kind of looking forward to that a little bit. But that's unfortunate. I guess it can't really be helped though, so I can't be too mad about it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. We'll probably do one more stream here like this weekend or something to finish up the Invitation to Wine story. But I gotta make my thumbnail for Zinla's Zone Zero tomorrow. So we'll probably have a stream just dedicated to this here in a little bit. Maybe I'll do it when I do the EX stages. But it's probably getting to that point where a lot of people are, you know, from the other side of the world. It's really late for them. So I think I'm just going to hop off. We'll kind of regroup tomorrow. And yeah, play some damn Zoneless Zero, chat. Already got it installed and everything, ready to go. I'll probably pull for Golden Glow. I'm not really hard on it, but I'll pull a little bit to see what I can get. I always pull on everything. I need to start saving up for Spectre Altar because I don't want to have to spend money again, but no more pull. Save. I'm not pulling anymore on Ling. I'm done with Ling. She's done. Yeah, that's what I heard, that she has a global range. Nightingale? Man, I wish I could go for Fartooth. If I hadn't spent all my resources on Ling, maybe I would have pulled a couple on Fartooth. Should just do a little... I think Golden Glow's the next operator. Yeah, I think it's literally right after Ling. Yeah, that's why it's kind of hard, because a lot of people probably spent so much on getting Ling, and they're like, oh shit. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we can get lucky. You getting tired? You ZB? No, grumpy. Don't be grumpy. Just get her with certs in 2 years. That's an option. Next one I'm getting is Thorns. Whoa, big stretch. Oh, you split up again? You turd. No. Do that. No, don't do that. Leaning back ain't helping you. That tastes good? Not really. Doesn't that feel good? Lit. All right, chat. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll be back tomorrow for Zinla Zone 0, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for that. Probably go live a little bit earlier, so like 8:45. And then we'll probably head into EX stages this weekend as well for Arknights. See if I can't get really pissed off about that and have fun with that. So anyway, guys, have a good rest of your night, day, whatever it is. Have a good rest of it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, guys.